back. Look at that.
Should be fun.
I got the curls off today, bro. Fuck you.
Listen, man, I got the Rick James special.
No, I ain't the Brees James. I got the little skies going shit. You know what I mean?
Here.
You actually put me on Little Skies to play a couple songs the other day.
Yeah, feel me?
Not something I bump, but
It slaps. Like it's something to vibe to, and that's just what I'm about. But anyways, what's up, y'all? Episode 10. What's up? You already know who it is. It's your boy Script. You feel me?
It's your boy Champ.
And
so it's your boy Ant.
you know we growing today. You know, talking and grubbing today, man. You know, just you know, happy to make it to episode 10, man. You know. It's amazing, dude. Like, fuck, we've been consistent about this shit. For the most part, I think we only missed, like, one episode one time. And that's because...
Which is still, compared to a lot of podcasts out, they would be at, like, 3 to 4.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
which actually, I'm actually proud about. Because, jeez, man.
And I is looking fun now, too.
Yes, it gets fun at you know, doing this shit, too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hopefully more people start watching us, and it gives us more motivation to just keep pushing this shit.
Yeah.
But that's a story for another time. For now, we just gotta focus on, you know, entertaining everybody that we can. And well, how y'all been, bro? How y'all been?
Yeah, it's been pretty decent.
Yeah, been pretty decent days. I mean, I got my remote start installed in my car today.
Oh, yeah.
So you can start from your phone and shit?
No, from the phone and then from my key. So I just press like 3 times over here and it just turns on. Yeah, it helps out a lot because I be waking up late sometimes and I just
it's already warmed up and shit.
yeah, so I just wake up. If I wake up late, like I'm like 10 minutes before I actually go in, I turn it on just when I brush my teeth, you know, wash my face and stuff like that. It's already
You better be careful, nigga. Somebody about to.
no, it needs the and it's locked and it needs the actual key to be there.
Oh, you right.
So ain't nobody breaking into my shit, and if there is, bro, you already know. I already told you what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. That should be more illegal than it already is.
Right. Yeah.
You got a little ski stain on your beard.
Yeah.
You just muted it. You just made it worse.
Yeah. Yeah. She wet.
You feel me?
Motherfucker done gave me minus that. Let me stop.
Shit. Today's episode definitely gonna be.
Yeah.
Gonna come with viewer discretion is advised.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No sensitive people.
If you guys don't release anyways, this
We're
episode
gonna talk about some controversial ass topics.
It's gonna contain a lot of really sensitive, or a lot of topics that a lot of people are gonna consider. What do you call it? Touchy and sensitive, or whatever you want to call it. But like I said, we're here to post our opinion, not to bag on anybody. And if we do sound like we're bagging on anybody, you know,
we apologize.
We apologize.
I ain't apologizing for shit. If I say it, I mean it. I'm sorry.
Pretty much. I'm sorry.
Because I think it's more disrespectful for you to say something, like, and then kind of run back from what you said. So me, if I say it, bro, I mean it.
There's a meaning to it.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, it's not something like, for example, if I come across someone that, like, I'm talking about or whatever, I'm going to say the same shit I said about you to you. You get me? So that's...
On and off camera.
Yeah, basically. So, yeah, no sensitive people in this. At least if you do, I ain't trying to get no fucking death threats in my DM. So.
Yeah, if you start doing death threats, you know, and for somehow...
Shit.
Because I know some people... And I know some people be trying to... I don't know, some people be stalking, bro, I'm telling you. They be finding out, you know, your family members and sending
yeah, they can do that
to them.
Don't fuck around and get
don't fuck around like that, man. Shit. But yeah, if you definitely, man, if you're sensitive,
it'll be interesting for sure.
It's gonna be interesting. You guys are gonna love this. But like I said, if it sounds like we're just bagging on something, you know, it is what it is.
We love everybody for one. We just give our opinion.
At the end of the day, that's just what it is. So.
We just look at shit a different way.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. But for the most part, man. For the most part, though, we're gonna start off. We'll get to the sensitive topics, and so then we'll give you guys a warning too. And for those that are gonna watch it, not watching on the live, we're gonna actually do it. We're gonna have Champ, you know, because he's a technical genius in this situation. We're gonna have him put the stamps on with the warning sign on the side of it, you know.
Warning.
Well, pretty much, because
you
gotta warn people about shit nowadays, man. Yeah. just what it is. But
Yeah.
you know, we're gonna talk about we're actually closing into Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the shortest month of the year.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, but
which is sad, but
that's what the man wants. So I'm sorry.
They gave y'all a month, but said, "Hey, make it the shortest one though."
Like, at least give us like summertime, like June or some shit like that. Like, I mean, yeah, we got Juneteenth, but we try to have that shit all June, bro. Yeah. Like, your black people don't want to celebrate something in the cold. Oh my god, let's be honest. But
let alone it hasn't rained that much. It's like this month, but
true.
It's like the past couple years, bro. January, February, March.
Ain't nobody trying to celebrate that shit in the fucking winter. Like,
and shit.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, pretty much. But damn, like. You guys really we got a secret in mind. We have the whole month of May.
It's a day.
It's a day, but
at least they gave us black people like a solid month.
Yeah,
you know, it's only like 28 days.
Not a full month.
Independence. What's that?
Not a full month, but you know, it's something.
We got days.
So technically, I have like 2 total days,
which is enough. Which is enough, to be honest.
Yeah. Nigga, Mexicans celebrate regardless.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You know,
all they need is a Corona and the nigga music. That's all they need.
Yeah, it's been a whole fucking weekend of partying, so I'm telling you, nobody finna say nothing. Yeah,
man. Like, most black people don't even celebrate 4th of July anymore. Because it's like, oh, we got Juneteenth now. So it's like, saves us like 2.5, 3 weeks. So. Which is
fine, you know, but I think you guys should be more celebrative about shit, you know. But that's just my opinion, you know.
But what?
They should celebrate their shit more, a little more.
Like a lot more.
Or just.
I just think it's fucked up.
Like,
I just think it's fucked up how it's like schools don't teach you shit. You get me? Like, you have to figure this shit out by doing your own reading.
And on top of that, you have to enlist for classes like that.
Because literally a lot of shit that we know today, there wasn't in the history books, man.
Yeah.
You get me? So it's like.
They're masking it, basically.
Yeah, so it's like, I just think like the curriculums, like, they gotta get changed to kind of adapt with time. You get me? So.
I'm sorry, we're eating.
Oh, yeah, we hungry as shit.
we haven't, like I said, we haven't ate all day. I haven't at least, so. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up how they don't put a lot of the true meaning, at least like the beginning, like part of history for black people in the books.
Yeah,
like they don't talk about African history that much.
Don't do
shit like that. Even if they do, it's literally no longer than a page.
Yeah.
If I learned something about Black History Month, I mean not Black History Month, but Black history in school, in general in school, was about slavery. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fucked up. I mean, I get it.
Else.
I get it because that's the root of it.
That's where it all started. But
that's where it all started. But come on now, like there's more like stuff.
There's more to Black history than that.
Than that shit, right?
Because like I've been seeing like interviews like with Akon and shit, and like, he talks about like how like you go to Africa itself, you get me, and it's like more united. You see like all that. Mm-hmm. They don't teach you none of that in the fucking books. Yeah. In the books, you just see Africa is full of fucking lions and giraffes and slaves and shit. You get me? Mm-hmm. So it's like, why not talk about the beautiful part of Africa?
Bro, they have a slave museum in Africa, which is sad, but
it's that if I were, I'm not black, bro, but I'd probably cry if I were to see like the slavery museum.
Same here.
So it's like, it's sad, like.
There's a spot, I forgot what it's called. It's like a little spot where it's like, I'm gonna look it up. Huh?
I think Akon talked about it on Vlad TV.
That spot that he talked about was like that's where like the actual slaves would get taken to, and it's like that's where the other ships and shit would come and pick up the slaves from that.
And to know the disgusting shit, you know, back in the whites would do to Africans, like it's just it's just
the slavery in general,
bro. In general, I'm saying like. You really gotta be a sick motherfucker to be raping kids, bro, in front of their mom.
That's not even the worst part, man.
I remember reading a post or an article saying that a lot of physique, you know, African Americans used to be used for sex slaves, as fucking like by males.
Like and they're being used they're the most valuable.
Yeah, because your physique, and obviously if you're all that way, you like that shit. Yeah. So.
The sad part, like something I heard, like this was years ago, is like how they, like the slave masters and shit would rape the slaves in front of whoever the fuck, like the spouse or the boyfriend, husband, whatever. And it's like whatever they did with the kid is like if they wanted to kill the kid, if they wanted to give it up, if they wanted like it was up to them. And so you just think about not necessarily the physical part of being a slave, but the mental, like how fuck your mind was after that, and it's like even when you got freed and shit like that, and it's like just coming to grips with what actually happened.
It's not even
like, don't get me wrong, the Holocaust was horrible. Like, I'm not trying to make an excuse for it, but slavery, bro, like that's a whole different fucking animal.
Cause they went through that
honestly,
shit for hundreds of years.
Honestly,
bro.
look,
The Holocaust, you went through that shit.
You guys, in the Holocaust, it was like this. They were getting really like that. I'm not condoning and saying it was right, because it's sad. And R.I.P. to the people that died in the Holocaust.
Or for the people that was involved.
But slavery, bro, you were literally counting your days. You were literally just waiting to die. You were literally tortured to death, bro. And that's just it. It's
fucking. We're talking multiple generations. It wasn't just one.
Yeah, exactly. So then
like 300-400 years.
Probably at least 4 or 5 generations.
It took. Man, it's just sad, dude. I don't know, man.
And the sad part is we're technically going through slavery still.
Pretty much, because all the
like it may not physically look like it, but
it is.
Prison. Like, what's prison? Prison is not to reform. Prison is, you can make the case that prison is basically modern day slavery.
Pretty much, like just more organized, I guess you can say, and not to everybody, because you can't go out now, because half the population is either black, brown, or anything else. So now if you're doing something that's slavery related in public, like not in public, but like in like socially, like or behind closed doors, and somebody finds out, dude, you're gonna have a whole fucking wall in front of your house.
Well, why do you think that private prisons are such a big issue? Because they're making profit off these people. Like, I don't think any person should become a profit for the government. You get me? So it's like that goes to show itself.
Unless you're a rapist, you know, like
what was the I wouldn't say the positive side, but what was the purpose of slavery? You get me? Because people were getting sold, and that was basically looked at as a business. So it's like if you're kind of doing the same thing with prisoners, and it's like, what's the difference between slavery and prison? You get me? Both of them are for capital gain. Like, it's sad to say, but I don't know. It's just sucks because it's a tough line to draw.
That's basically African history in a nutshell, or African/Black history in a nutshell.
But I just think, like, especially nowadays, like with what's been going on, and it's like I just think they need to talk about the more positive side. Like, I mean, when we look at the history books, like you look at the history books and you see like the white millionaire this, the white presidents, and you see all this. But it's like talk about like the black investors, the Mexican. Like the only thing that we talk about is like fucking like what's it called? Like the Mexican-Indian War. We talk about World War I, II, and it's like nah. The whole history book doesn't revolve around wars. You get me? Like talk about the positive side. Where did this country come to be where it's at today? You get me? Like it was basically
how did we get surplus in America?
Exactly, off the backs of immigrants.
Which they technically talk about in economics and government technically, but it's not predominant in the history books. If that makes sense.
And you know what's crazy though? There is a lot of brown and black, like for example. You know how you guys seen how we finally got our first human technology to touch the surface of Mars? You know the main guy that made that plan happen, or made that happen was Hispanic, Mexican from East LA.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, so there's a lot more. Not saying
Well, nigga, like I seen the thing, and it's like when you really think about it, bro, most of the population is gonna be mixed by 2045 or 2050.
Yeah.
Like the whites are gonna be the minority. Why? Because there's a fuckload of black people and a fuckload of brown people. So it's like sooner or later you're gonna see shit change, but it's like until then you're never gonna see anything change because the whites are the majority.
On top of that, if black and Hispanic don't unite, we're not gonna see change even if we come to
long term. Yeah.
Well, it depends on what you define by unite.
Not kill each other, not hate each other.
I mean, if you're talking gang shit, that's all.
No, not gang shit. I'm talking about agree with the same thing. Not be scared of each other because our different, like set aside our differences and know that we literally came from the same history, kind of in a way.
They do, but that's where businesses come to like really consider because like when you see, I think there's 1 or 2 minority owners in the NBA, and one of them I think is like a Indian dude or I forgot what the fuck his name is. But it's like when you see people in high places, it's like you have to understand that you hold the power to a lot of other people. You get me? So if you're gonna employ people, you have to be fair. You get me? Because we come from a history that, I mean, if you have a sign on your fucking business that says no Mexicans, no dogs, and no blacks, it's like that's the history that we come to recognize in this country.
50s too.
You get me? So it's like nowadays, like they're not gonna tell. I think Cat Williams or I forgot what fucking comedian said, and he's like, oh no, Eddie Griffin, that he's like, nowadays, like, you don't even see racism to your face, they just say we're not hiring. And it's like, that's a pretty damn good analogy, you get me? Because it's like, they want a specific type of crowd, they want a specific type of fucking employees.
And you know, and I've seen
you
that
don't fit the topic, and it's like, I'm sorry,
me working like fast food and retail and stuff like that, I've actually seen that. Because I have a lot of bosses like, no, I work at a Mexican restaurant. I'm not gonna say the name because you know,
obvious reasons.
Just obvious reasons. I want to save my job. But literally, you can know the simple words of the Spanish language and still make it out in that job. Yeah. Or if not, then you always have somebody right there that speaks Spanish and they can help you out, and we've always made it work. Yeah. But I've had multiple African Americans come in and apply. And I give the filled out application to the owner, and just puts it somewhere or just throws it away. I'm like,
whoa, damn.
So I'm like,
so that screams racism right there, technically.
So, and this is not on my current job.
Would you say Mexicans is rapists? I mean rapists.
Whoa.
Would you say Mexicans is racist?
Yeah.
They can't. I feel like every race can.
I think every race is racist in their own way.
In their own way, yeah.
I just think like. I wouldn't consider myself racist, but I would say I was raised primarily Hispanic. So it's like, it was never like I had a bad impression of black people or white people, but it was always just stick with your crowd.
You're conditioned to it.
Yeah, you get me? So it's like, that's all you see. But it's like, I just think, like, we're talking about that a couple episodes ago about the mixed relationships. So it's like, if I were to bring home a black girl and say, you know what, this is going to be my wife or whatever, ain't nobody gonna tell me shit because I'm blowing the fuck up on whoever has something to say. So whether it's my mom, my dad, my uncle, my aunt, my cousin, whoever the fuck has something to say, I'm going off.
And keep in mind, we respect our moms to the fullest, but when it comes to
racism, I don't support anybody that's racist. You could be my family, I don't give a fuck. But like going back to my point, it's like if I bring home a black girl and it's like, and someone gives me a dirty look, I know where that's coming from. Even because our whole family is Hispanic, so I understand where it's gonna come from, but that still doesn't make it right. You get me? So my stance now is, you know what? Whoever I find attractive, whoever I choose to be my wife, and it's like that's gonna be who I choose to. You get me? Not because my family approved, not because my family accepted. No, it's because I decided. You get me? So same thing I say to my younger sisters, like when you start dating, when you start this, of course, like you get me, you're gonna want to stick to your roots. But it's like if you choose to go outside our boundaries and go date a black dude or go date a white dude, go for it. Like you get me? That's who you're attracted to. As long as he's respectful to you and as long as he's a good man, what the fuck can I possibly say? You get me? So,
and that person cares for people.
That's what I'm saying. And it would be hypocritical of me to say, you know what? I got like black homies and black brothers that I consider family, which I do, and then for me not to like this motherfucker because he's black.
And in situations
that's hypocritical. Like how the fuck can you be so cool with black people but you don't like this thing because he's dating your sister? You get me? So for me, it's like as long as you
honestly, even if you come into my house all thugged out and looking like a straight up gangbanger,
I'll shoot your stupid ass. Get the fuck out my porch.
If you come in with decency and say hi and just that's you. That's you, brother. I grew up knowing a lot more people that look like they gangbang and have more decency than actually somebody that there's.
Yeah, but I'm still not gonna want a fucking gangbang motherfucker dating my sister. I don't give a fuck how decent you is.
Hey, bro.
Like, I'm sorry. I'd rather
they could be doing that shit just for show.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like for me personally, it's like I'm not saying that my sister needs to date a lawyer or anything, but it's like I just think a lot goes into your impression. So like I see a lot of people with face tattoos, hand tattoos, neck tattoos. That's cool and all. I support art and whatever. But it's like when you think about it, and it's like you have to make a permanent decision for the rest of your life to say wherever I walk, wherever I step foot, this is gonna be what I want them to see. So. Like, you're gonna come meet a girl's parents, you're gonna go for a job interview, you're gonna go do, your life is fucked up already because you're making it harder with the face tattoo. Yeah. You get me? So, if a dude, like Script is saying, if he shows up to my house and he's decent, I don't give a fuck how decent you is, what the fuck, I'm not judging him because of his tattoos, because motherfucker, I'm more tatted than you are. But it's like, what's the impression that you're giving me? You get me? What's the future that you have in front of my sister? You get me? So, I want someone that's gonna date my sister for a future. I don't want someone that's just gonna hit my sister and just leave her as a single mom. You get me?
Hidden depth, basically.
That's what I'm saying. So, I'm cool off that. And it has nothing to do with color. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, I'm going to judge you off your persona, off your actions, off your intentions. I'm going to judge you off the vibe I get. You get me? So,
and the shit you do before you actually start making, like, dating her.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what color you is. If you meet me and you all thugged out, I'm sorry, nigga, you got to go. But if you meet me, hey, what's up, man? Like, you get me? What's up, man? I'm so-and-so. Like we could talk. You get me? I'm cool. But Nah, bro, I'm straight.
Yeah.
I guess that part I can really understand, but
Nigga, anybody could like have that impression, be like, oh, had that good guy like.
Cause I think we all done it.
Yeah.
Been what?
I think we all put on that good guy mask.
I always have a good guy in general, nigga. I don't need to put on a mask.
I don't know.
Especially what Ant is talking about, like that specific person with the face tattoos. That means you did a lot of crazy shit before you even met my sister.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, what else? Like, did you change already? Or you matured? You get me? So if it just so happens that this dude is rehabilitated and he's on a better future, he's going to school, he's doing his own thing, but he still has that face tattoo from 5-10 years ago. You know what, my boy? I have nothing to do but to accept you. You get me?
Yeah.
But if you just got this face tattoo 2 weeks ago and now you're showing up to my door, nigga, what the fuck you got for the future?
Yeah.
Are you trying to be a SoundCloud rapper? Are you trying to go to school? What the fuck you trying to do?
Yeah.
You get me? Like, that's my issue as a brother. That's my job as a brother. Again, because my sister is like 5 years younger than me, so I'm supposed to look out for her best interest. She may not see it because maybe he's cute, maybe he's a good guy for her, maybe he's respectful. But me as a brother, I need to see the future. What the fuck do you bring to the table? What the fuck are you contributing to the family? You get me? Because we accepting you to our family. So if you showing up with nothing to prove and it's like you just gonna come here and fuck shit up, it's not gonna
Got
happen.
a whole nother thing coming, bro.
Yeah. But speaking about the whole like Black history and shit, what would you guys say is like one of your guys' like experiences with racism? Like, if you guys have any.
Actually, I have something.
I have a few.
I guess similar.
I have a few.
What? When you guys look at me, not knowing me, completely new person, what do you guys see me as?
Well,
Black,
I don't
Hispanic?
judge people off how they look.
I'm talking about like what race would you think I am?
Hispanic?
Really?
Yeah, what the fuck? You definitely don't look white, nigga. You don't look black. What the fuck?
Definitely ain't the in between.
Right.
What the fuck you saying? Really?
I get that.
Nigga, what?
Yes. I hate to put it in that context, but yes. Like, so first thing I would have thought was Hispanic descent, at least. So, I mean, yes, you're. Technical terms, you Puerto Rican?
I'm not.
Okay, good. So you half. That means the other half usually is Salvadorian.
Heck, because those go together.
Usually those two go together. Don't shoot the messenger now.
Don't ever in your life. Ever.
What you mean? You gave me that look like you about to shoot me. Like, what I do? What? Are you?
I'm half Mexican, fool.
Oh, nigga, you better say something.
Salvadorian. Oh my
Listen,
God.
out of all the people that I usually meet, usually those two meet hand in hand.
When you say people have, you say half and half.
Exactly. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger.
No, bro. A lot of people think that I'm black.
They what?
A lot of people think that I'm black.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
don't see where with that mustache, but keep on.
that's what I'm saying. But anyways,
Yeah.
I always get told like, "Oh, you're black and this and that." And I don't know. I forgot exactly what happened, but I had ordered something from the grocery store at the meat market, and I guess I had like a sore throat that day. It was like 4 years ago, and I ordered a bunch of meat, and the guy was just trying to speak English to me, and he couldn't really understand me. So I was like, "Oh, I just kept speaking in English." I was like, "Okay." And I guess he got pissed off because I guess I kept trying to repeat myself to him. And then he used to turn pinche negrito on me. And I was like, son, and I told him in Spanish, "You know I speak Spanish, right?" And he was like, "Oh, ¿En serio?" I'm like, "Sí."
Estúpido.
And he was like,
Big dummy.
and then he was like, "I'm sorry, man. You know, I really was like, man."
I feel like once you give off that impression the first time, don't try to apologize now.
No,
Yeah.
you obviously have
Ain't no point
some
in
racism in
exactly
you.
because it's there. It's in there somewhere around it, but it's in there.
No, I would say like my experiences wouldn't necessarily be because of my race, but it's like my impression. You get me? So it's like you're saying, it's like when you look at me, I'm not looking like someone that's, you get me, trying to be a lawyer and trying to going to school and shit. You look at me like I'm trying to rob you. You get me? So I'm at the grocery store. I'm with my mom. And it's like, we like a couple hours down. And she's like, go get some lemons and some onions and shit. I'm like, bet. So I go by myself and I have like a hoodie on with my 501s, Cortez with the Raider hat. So I'm walking.
Damn.
I'm walking.
You looking obvious at this.
Yeah,
I'll just say, not be racist or anything.
And it's like everywhere I go, I always dress similar. You get me? I always dress baggy. I always dress fly. I always dress. You get me? So I walk, and I'm like, there's a lady. What'd you say?
Oh, no, we just continue.
Listen. So there's like a little thing like for the lemons. So there's a lady in front of me getting her lemons, right? So I grab my bag. I'm just waiting behind her. I'm just waiting for her to get her shit. And so she has her cart right next to her. And she has like her little handbag and shit. So she's getting her lemon. She looks back at me. I make eye contact with her, so she knows that I'm waiting for her. So I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna do your thing. Like, I ain't tripping. Right. So I'm just like, whatever. Like, minding my business on my phone and shit. She drops her fucking lemon. She goes back to her car and just like stands there. So I'm just like, I'm thinking she's trying to be nice. She gave me and just like letting me get the lemons. So whatever. So I go grab my lemons and shit, grab the onions, and I turn around and she's like clenching her purse, like clenching, clenching. So I look at her and I told her in Spanish, I was like, yo, I was like, si quisiera se le fuera quitado. Like, if I wanted to, I would have been take your fucking purse. Like, what the fuck you gonna do? Like, if you, me and you, like.
What race was she?
She was Mexican, but she was like a 40, 50-year-old Mexican. So it's like, they go back to the persona that is, oh, this dude's tatted, he's here to do something stupid. And it's like, bro, I'm here with my mom. You get me? So, like
generalization is a whole.
Yeah, and it's like, my thing is like, lady, we're the same race. You know we're the same race. You see I'm Hispanic. I know you're Hispanic, so I mean, for you to judge me of all people, especially at the fucking grocery store, like, and when I seen her clenching the thing, I told her, like, yo, if I wanted to, I would have been took that. Like, you ain't not going to.
Man, you look vegan. I would easily take that.
Like,
you look like you don't need meat. Bitch.
Right. I would snatch that bitch if I really wanted to.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, like, what the fuck you gonna do? I know you're not gonna catch me. I was like, but it's like, you really think, like, whatever. So I just walk out. So I told my headphone, I was like, yo, like, you never know what the fuck just happened. So it ended up happening that we walk up to pay, like, after we finished everything, she was like 2 hours done. And she was like looking at me, like, and with my mom and shit, like, kind of wanting to say something, but not taking the initiative. So I was like, lady, it's too late now. Like, you get me? Like, what the fuck you gonna say now? Like, I'm sorry? Like,
sorry, attorney gonna cut it. You're discriminating me already.
No, I had that experience.
But before we continue though, man, Sally from the Valley, yo, what's up, man? Said American education system is flawed and they don't show you anything other than themselves.
Right.
That's what that's
so far that's coming to the night.
pretty much, yeah. So far, yeah.
At least on this topic, for sure. Like,
yeah, definitely.
It's sad as hell, but it's like that's an everyday thing we have to live up with.
Oh, here's another one. Jose said every country's history is biased to where it makes them look good.
Yeah. And
predominantly for the white folks.
Yeah, because America has a lot of fucking.
Because I'm curious to see, man, how they teach the what's that shit called? Not the Renaissance, the Holocaust in Germany.
There ain't no defending it.
No, hell, man.
I would love to see how
they talk about it.
If you're defending it, that's.
Well, then you gotta think about, like, I'm not defending them, but you gotta understand those are people's granddaddies and people's parents. Why do people fly the fucking the stupid ass flag? What's that called? The Southern flag?
Swastika?
No. It's American flag, but it's like that fucking racist flag. The Confederate flag.
Confederate, yeah.
Like, why do people fly that? You get me? Because that's how people put it. My grandfather fought for this flag, and I was like, yeah, but your fucking grandfather was a traitor to the country. Yeah. You get me? So you gotta understand people's ideology.
You basically telling me off rip, y'all generationally racist as fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, you gotta understand, like, there's people that come from a lineage of racists. So it's like, there's people that were involved in the Holocaust that are people's granddaddies, people's great granddaddies. So it's like, how do they explain it to their kids? And they're gonna make themselves feel good, or sound good.
Yeah, they want to, I guess, continue the family's, legacy and generation, which is why
make an excuse for it.
Yeah, which is why because if you're teaching that to the future generation of your family,
I'm concerned.
Yeah, that racism is never gonna end. That's just the topic. That's just something that we all got to deal with.
You think racism will end?
Hell no.
No, I don't think so. If we're stuck,
we have hope.
Oh, sure. I want to have hope too, man. But it's something that
we're already like 400, 500 years in, and we still dealing with racism to this day, technically. So it's like fuck. It's like.
But I just think like where this country is headed, going back to my point, where it's like the whites are gonna end up being the minority. If you have enough parents to educate them, we're not gonna see it in our lifetime for sure. That's our
future. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying if we have enough people planting that seed in their kids to say, you know what, don't look at him differently, don't look at him different, don't look at her differently, like just learn to accept, this country can be headed in the right direction. Because like I'm saying, my parents, I'm pretty sure y'all parents grew up like that, and we're talking that was what 1990s, 1980s. Yeah. So it's like we're kind of getting closer to the finish line, but I don't think we're gonna see it anytime soon.
But then you gotta realize that there is.
I think sooner or later it will come to an end.
But you gotta realize though that there's a lot of black people and brown people that are racist to their own kind as well.
Yeah, true. You gotta take into
Like
account that too.
like,
True.
there's a lot of people that are racist to their own race, and actually I've seen a lot of them. Because when the Trump era was a thing at the
Nigga,
time.
if you support Trump, I'll slap the shit out of you.
Really, I mean, I don't like getting into politics or anything like that, man. But
Same here, bro.
I'm slapping the shit out of whoever supports Trump.
if you really find something,
Because I have not met one person, excuse my language, I have not met one person that can talk politics that sticks to policy. Because me, I'm fuck the policy, fuck the better the country. What the fuck is your defense to the shit he was talking about? Muslims, blacks, Mexicans, what's that? If you learn to accept that, then I'll support you supporting Trump. But give me an excuse as to what the fuck he was running his mouth for. And people don't, oh yeah, but he didn't. I was arguing with this one nigga, and he said, oh, but he was referring to MS-13. I was like, nigga, I could show you the transcript. He said, Mexicans say it's people, they're not saying the best, they're saying rapists, they're bringing drugs, crime, da-da-da. So he sends me a fucking interview that Trump did talking about MS-13 once he was already in office. I was like, are you fucking remedial? I was like, I'm telling you, before he got into office, that whole campaign was built off of racism. Yeah, that's my issue. So I'm not gonna lie that says that Trump didn't do anything good for this country. He did a lot of great things for the country.
Lowest unemployment rate in how many years?
Well, before the pandemic.
Well, before the pandemic, of course. But that just goes to show that when it's all normal, he's good. But when shit hits the fan,
nah, bro, because he was still talking shit.
He was still talking shit despite that.
I can't get past that.
But
also, if just the fact that you got Mexicans and MS-13 mixed up together, that just shows me a lot.
How dumb you are.
That's the shit I was telling him. I was like, nigga, first of all, MS-13 ain't even a Mexican game.
They're
it's a Salvadorian game. So you fucking retarded for that. I was like, but my thing is, I was like, defend the comments he was doing. Oh, because you know how at the end of that, watch, I even pull it up. Because you know how at the end of the fucking quote, how it says, but some I assume are good people. Like at the end of the quote that Trump was spoken, he was like, oh, but what he said at the end of the quote. I was like, nigga, fuck the end of the quote. I'm telling you, what the fuck is he running his mouth for? At least talk, because Obama talked professional. Biden talks professional. They're not out here calling.
Hell, even George W. Bush, despite all the
he was stupid as fuck, but he was
but he was at least decent about this.
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So it's like for Trump to call Muslim countries shithole countries and say that laziness is a trait that black people have, and to say that when Mexicans come over, they're rapists. What the fuck? You just insulted 3 of the majority in the world. You get me? So how many Muslims are in the world? How many blacks are in the fucking America? And then you think about Mexicans? Like, come on, my dude. But why? He was building that fucking white fan base, and then you have a lot of Latinos, and you have a lot of black people supporting that bullshit, and it's like,
it's unfortunate.
You not understand how that looks to, like, you get me? Like, if you just don't give a fuck, then fuck it. But I have family members that voted for Trump and were supporters of Trump. I can't fuck with you. I'm sorry. After I know where you stand,
if you really stand against the bullshit that he was saying, you know, Mexicans are rapists, black lives don't matter, or whatever.
He blatantly said that shit.
Pretty much, you know.
Just like I would love for any Trump supporter to say, yes, that was wrong, and that's all I want. They always make excuses for it. Like, what the fuck? Call white is white, black is black. Just call it right down the middle and say that was wrong. That was fucked up. He shouldn't have said that. And
even if he's not, what's it called, an office running, you still got motherfuckers supporting this nigga.
Fuck Trump. Yeah. Fuck Trump.
Why do you think he moved to Florida? Because fucking
New York didn't want his bitch ass.
No,
fuck. And from what I know, Florida doesn't want his bitch ass either. Because the contract that he signed with that golf club, or wherever the fuck he's staying, it was only supposed to be a max of 21 days. And he's trying to live there permanently, so the club was like, nah, bro, this shit ain't permanent, get the fuck out.
And on top of that, he's doing a lot of legal issues right now.
He's up the ass right now.
That's why he was trying to get into presidency so bad, so he could avoid all that shit. Nah, you can't avoid that shit no more, bro.
Yeah, you got
and I just think, no more, going back to what we're talking about racism, and it's like, it's motherfuckers like that spark up the old school racism to bring it back to the new generation. So now we have to deal with it.
Because that's basically what he did. He basically
sparked that back up.
He sparked it up, and everybody thought, the president's doing it. Let's fucking do it then.
He's the answer. Because I kind of make the comparison with Obama. So it's like when you think about how black people stuck their chests out under Obama, it's like, you know what? We have hope. This is our time. This is our president. That's how the racists looked at Trump. Now that's their time. That's their president. That's what they're proud of. So.
But if they were proud about it or whatever, they could have I ain't never had a fucking Trump supporter go head up with anybody. So
no, but that's why I be posting on my Instagram and shit. Like when I see like videos and shit where they call like you'll be like walking like it'll be like some random ass black people like skateboarding and shit, and you just like old white people, oh fuck you nigger or whatever. So then like you have those same skateboards people and they walk up and fucking mop them. I'll repost that on my page and just comment laughing emojis and shit. Like because videos like that really make me laugh. Like I would love for someone to step up and defend themselves because that motherfucker started it, not you. You get me? So if they're walking up to you, grabbing you and shit, and it's like, bro, put hands on this nigga. Like, you get me? He's not even supposed to be touching a minor. So it's like, what the fuck? If you get knocked out by some 16-year-old, that's your fault. Leave him alone.
Yeah, man.
What's your experience with racism, champ? Like,
I mean, I remember one time I was like applying for like a credit card or something like that, and I did it on the phone, and I told them like my whole like full name. Mm-hmm. Now, in fairness, my name sounds white as hell if you think about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, hilarious, but. So when on the phone, they were like, oh yeah, because of my name and stuff like that, they were like, all right, cool, we would love to like have an interview with you and stuff like that, and let's get this whole process going. But by the time I get in the bank, I'll be like, oh, my name is John Fogger. Oh, can we see like ID and stuff like that?
And you're
like, and they giving me this look like,
oh shit, we fucked up.
like right, like you're David John King. I gave him my driver's license and everything. Like here's my social security, here's my all that shit. But eventually,
from the reaction,
it's like, wow, okay, this is technically this is generalizational racism. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I guess, I mean, I still got the front credit card. I mean, I ain't gonna fuck.
Definitely, but it's just the
initial reaction. Like what I got from that shit was like pretty sad, but it's like. That's every day, B. Unfortunately,
because like I'm saying, it hasn't happened to me, but it's like I see like a lot of videos and shit. I'm pretty sure y'all see them too. Where it's like you see people like talking in the grocery store, in the airport, whatever, and it's like you have white people talking about, oh, we in America, don't speak that Spanish bullshit, and da da da. So it's like, why does that bother you? You get me? Like you gotta understand that this country is diverse. It was built off of immigrants. You get me? So it's like, why are you...
Hell, black people made the goddamn
That's
White
what I'm
House.
saying. And the Native Americans technically is not... And then, oh, it's my country. It's not your fucking country. It's the Native Americans' country. So, it's like...
That's the only ones that can really say, get the fuck out the country.
That's what I'm saying. So, it's like... And even then, they lost the country to the white people. So, it's like, for white people to think that they're entitled to shit. And it's like, of course, I have white friends and white homegirls, white teachers.
I don't respect each one.
But it's like... Yeah, but it's like, I just think overall, like, the mentality's fucked up because we have the same people that are ignorant, like, are the same people that are pushing this fucking racist agenda. So, it's sad to say, but, I mean, if...
That's what it is now, and we gotta fucking try our best to stand up to it.
Yeah, but I ain't had shit like that happen in front of me, because I'm checking that shit out the door.
Well, we live in California, man, so it's like...
That's what I'm saying.
You're rarely gonna see that happen unless you're in fucking Orange County, where that's just literally the only red city that I know.
Yeah, well, fuck, I'm walking right back to my hometown.
Which one? Which one?
Orange County.
Because Orange County, I think, is a Republican little county.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what bitch ass Tito Ortiz was in that Congress shit.
Tito Ortiz?
Yeah, that fighter, the MMA fighter.
Oh, dumbass.
Bitch ass
nigga. Man, that's no disrespect. Well, disrespect,
fuck yeah. Tito Ortiz.
Disrespect because if you really try to find a way to excuse all the shit that this motherfucker said,
you're racist yourself. The fuck?
Yeah, you just
how the fuck are you getting promoted and shit and you're fucking racist?
It's like when they ask when they ask Trump, like, oh, you think you're racist? Like, I'm the least
racist person.
Like least motherfucker. So what about the rest of them?
Yep. And not even that, but I love like when people use, oh, like I have black friends. I'm not racist. Like, nigga, you can still have black friends. And
still be racist as fuck.
Or when somebody said, I remember seeing somebody say
my cousin's boyfriend's son's brother is black. Like, I can't be racist. Shut the fuck up.
I'm lying off rip.
Like, if you guys want to talk shit on this female too, on TikTok, her name is NE_Letty. She's a pro, like a really, really big Trump supporter, and she said, like, Trump supporters don't hate immigrants, we just hate people who do shit illegally. I'm like, okay, first of all,
which is true, but you gotta word that better.
Okay, you gotta word it a little bit better. Not only that, but if you really don't like people doing shit illegally, you guys, there's still a lot of people getting drunk in public, doing drugs, getting whatever other illegal shit you do.
General statement, but she shouldn't throw in like illegals.
Yeah, cause
just make a general statement. I hate
if you're a racist, just be straight up about it. To be honest, don't fucking try to cover that shit. Just say straight up how you feel about it, and we'll be about our fucking day. But don't insult nobody about that. Just say, "Oh, no, I don't like Mexicans." I'm sorry.
Because it's true.
Yo, don't try to fucking hide it with this bullshit saying, "Oh, I don't like." It's not that I don't like immigrants or I don't like black people. I just don't like what they do. I'm like, okay, then just say you're fucking racist. Just fucking say it. Let it be fucking known. That way I know not to fuck with you. Just get the fuck away from me before we do have some fucking problems. But
I just think like. I mean, when it comes to just racism in general, I don't think none of my close friends are racist or nothing. But I think if I did come across someone that I at least have some decent respect for, I'd be like, you know what, my boy, respectfully, bro, I don't see that. So you gotta check that. You get me? Like if they drop in hard ERs and shit, like I'll be like, hey, my boy, respectfully, bro, you gotta drop that. Like for me, like I don't know with you, Champ, but like, do you know what the word mayate means?
Mayate means.
Mayate. It's like another way to say black person. It's like saying, oh yeah, that's my nigga. Like, oh, pinche mayate. I had to condition myself to stop using that word because that word is insulting. In Spanish, it's insulting. So now I say moreno. So for the past, I don't know how many years that I've been like, you get me, like trying to build up that fucking language again. And it's like, I understand how certain words can become offensive. You get me? So just using that word, and it's like, okay, you think about a lot of people that are in their own circles and shit, like speaking Spanish. Of course, you can have Mexicans that don't like blacks don't like Mexicans, or whatever. Right. But for me, it's like I kind of have to defend. I wouldn't say I'm defending black people because I'm not black, obvious. But it's like sooner or later you have to come to the realization that, dude, those are people too. You get me? So sooner or later you're gonna come across a black dude that can potentially either save your life, save your job, hire you, or give you some money, or you never know. So it's like if I put this example in front of one of my close friends and shit that I wouldn't say he's a racist, but he's a Trump supporter and just ignorant. So I told him, okay, I was like, you never had one experience like with the black dude, like not one great experience. And he's like, no, like all the experience that I had were bad. So I was like, okay, I would love to see like if.
What's your definition of bad?
Yeah, but it's like I would love to see like if you lost your job or you lost your car, you lost your house, whatever, and a black person came up and said, you know what, dude, I'm willing to hire you. Are you gonna take that job? If you really don't like black people, would you take that job? You get me? Because if you don't like black people, stick to your morals. Don't be a hypocrite and say, you know what, yeah, I'll take that job. Yeah, I'll take that house. Yeah, I'll take that car payment. Knowing that this black dude was the one that gave you the opportunity.
I was actually watching what's it called? A series called 911. Or I think it's a movie. I don't know what it is. But I watched a clip of it. And it's about a bunch of paramedics, just doing their job and shit like that. And they were rallying up to a racist rally. And I guess one of the old, usually old heads.
Yeah. He
was getting he was having like a seizure or a heart attack. I don't know what the fuck it was.
I would let him.
But what's it called? The main, because when you have a team of paramedics, bro, you have different people that do different things. Shit, yeah. And this one, this one was the only one that could save his life, or not save his life, but help him.
And he rejected it.
He was like, no, don't help me out. Like he's like, give me the white one. I'm like, no, I'm not a certified medic, man. I'm only here to help. I'm like, what about him? He looked white, but like, okay, Vargas. You're like, Vargas? What kind of name is that? I'm like, well, I'm half Hispanic and my dad's Swedish, so that goes that part. I'm like, nah, I don't want you no white. Like,
so you want to die, basically?
Yeah. So he ended. Long story short, this motherfucker ended up, I guess, I don't know what it's called, but in short term, it's basically diarrhea of the mouth. So he shit it out of his mouth because he didn't want to get medical help.
How the fuck does that happen?
I don't know, but he said it is rare that happens, but I'm glad that it happened in that show. I would love to see it in real life though.
I'd throw up.
I would too.
Nigga, I'll grab the rope.
That's why I can't do no medical field, bro. Like that's one thing I don't do. I don't do throw up. I don't do poop. I don't do none of that shit.
I would actually
fluid. No.
I would actually besides trying to get into the corrections and shit.
Fuck no, I stick to the law. Give me the law. I'll read everything, but I will not touch a fucking dude that's having a seizure. You're gonna need two fucking doctors, nigga. One for him and one for me, because I'm passing out right next to him.
Essentially, yeah.
You don't. I can't
give me corrections, bro. Give me the prisons.
Fuck no.
Oh yeah.
Fuck no. And I get stabbed. The fuck them.
Stabbed? Shit. What's for you? And what you gonna be doing?
Bro, when people are locked up in life, bro, I don't see hella stories on TikTok and shit where it's like, you have them. So of course, some cops, I wouldn't say deserve it, but it's like some cops kind of ask for it when you're treating inmates like shit. You get me? So if a nigga is facing double life, what the fuck does he have to do? You get me? So you keep pushing his button, sooner or later you're gonna whoop your ass. So
yeah, pretty much.
I wouldn't want to become part of no prison riot and shit, so I'm staying the fuck away from that shit. But I respect all law enforcement though.
Yeah, definitely.
Even though some of y'all be fucked up.
Oh yeah, for the most part.
Which kind of leads into the next topic.
Yep, kind of. So
What's the next topic?
what's the next topic?
What's your opinion on police reform?
Like, explain to police.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah, like, do you guys, because you see, like, a lot of people
Like
asking,
defund
like, they defund the police
Nah.
and, like, restructure and shit.
I don't know
Me,
about
I
defund.
wouldn't say defund the police, but
Nah.
I think there definitely needs to be some moves and get moved around and shit.
Yeah, I think it should be. They should require more to hire. To be honest,
More what?
I think they should require more. They should have more requirements to join.
I'm sure you need an education, eh?
Because from what I know, in the UK, you gotta have like 5 years of college.
You need to require them to get at least a 4-year degree.
Yeah,
Get a 4-year degree, go through the fucking psychiatric training, go through all that shit, and then after yeah. And I think people need to be held accountable. Yeah. Because going back to the whole racist issue, like I don't think anything is gonna stop, like anything is gonna change with the whole police shit until we see some actual change.
You know how easy it is to get into the police academy? All you gotta do is pass that shit. All you gotta do is pass it. You know how? Yeah, pretty much. Well, they don't
do no mental evaluation or nothing. So it's like that's another thing they need to improve a lot too, and situational awareness too.
Yeah, because I don't know if you guys seen the what's it called at Vista when they started wearing those like police suits. They actually started wearing them because they had that police training. That's when
right along shit.
Yeah, that's why they fucking started that's why a lot of the campos like James started having
Officer Dixon. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's why they started having like a lot of they
The
started.
other cop was cool. What was his name?
I don't know.
The cop that was after Dixon.
Nah.
The Officer Dixon was a fucking asshole. Walking around like he bulletproof and shit. Like, bro, sit the fuck down. You work at a high school, my nigga. You're not even out on patrol. Like, sit the fuck down.
He had his own little office and everything. Too.
Yeah, and kicking his feet up like a fat ass. Like, come on, bro. Go out and patrol shit. You get me? Someone breaks into the fucking school, starts doing shit at school. What the fuck are you gonna do in the office? You get me? Like, that's my whole issue. Like, you don't act like you hard, my boy, and you kicking at the fucking office. Fuck Dixon.
That man.
But,
whatever.
Yeah, like going back to my point is like with the whole racist shit. You unfortunately, like you're saying, it's easy to get in, and you have a lot of racist motherfuckers in the police academy that come from the old school racist mentality. That I mean, you're already gonna have a target on your back because you're black. Let alone it's this motherfucker that's pulling you over of all people.
Like, and then the whole unions is fucked up because like just in case like that situation happens when the George Floyd situation happens, they defend that. Basically, you defending that shit. So that's why I said like most of the motherfuckers need a mental evaluation, situational / mental evaluation.
I think you just need to be held accountable. Like I think the police force,
they
need to have a high level of accountability because you look at any other profession, you look at teachers, you look at lawyers, you look at doctors, you look at anything. One fuck up. That's potentially their license. You get me? So now they can no longer practice.
But when it comes to police,
and it's like administrative leave, we gonna investigate, and then you're back on the force when the fucking media dies down. So I mean, if it wasn't have been for George Floyd getting murdered, the cops would probably be out on patrol now. Yeah, because the media forgot about it, the protest stopped. Like at this point, it's like ain't shit you could do at this point.
And that shit happened in the pandemic.
And those people are so easy to say. They find it so easy to say, yeah, it's sad, but George Floyd could have avoided it, which is true.
True.
He could have avoided,
but it shouldn't have came to that point.
It shouldn't have gone to that point.
I think most situations with police could be avoided.
Yeah, just by complying. But we're not gonna
to a certain extent.
Yeah, to a certain extent.
Because I mean, I've had a couple instances with police, but my thing, you could comply to a certain extent, but when the cop pulls up with the mentality to fuck with you, there's nothing you can do to get yourself out of the situation. You could comply, be respectful. If they want to fuck with you, they're gonna fuck with you. Yeah, straight up. So when I'm brown,
so much power out of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm brown. Think about a black dude going through that, especially driving. That's it. Home from work, home from school, going to go see your girlfriend or whatever, and you're by yourself. So thankfully for me, I was with people. But it's like my thing is when you're by yourself, who the fuck is gonna be a witness? Yeah. The other cop that's gonna back up his partner.
Well,
like you get me? So they can fuck with you, do what they want, and then all of a sudden the fucking surveillance camera don't work. You get me? It goes off and someone ends up shot and is this is what happened.
That's why
he started kicking me, started reaching for my gun. How the fuck are we gonna prove that? You get me? So I just think there's a lot of shit that they lack accountability. So
that's the main.
That's the main thing. So like you're saying, the police union, like I wouldn't say defund.
Not defund them because I have a lot of friends that are in the police academy. Shout out to you, Lucio. Yeah. And I respect each one of them, and I think they deserve to get paid every penny they get. Cause
fuck yeah.
Because shit,
difficult job.
Yeah, definitely. I understand for some people it is stressful, but just because it's stressful doesn't mean you need to be a dick to everybody.
That's the thing. I don't think that all police officers are dicks because they have to go home to their wife. You get me? They have to go home to their kids. Are you gonna be a dick to your wife? No. You get me? So of course, when you're out on the field, you get me? You gotta keep your guard up. You gotta be on your 10 toes and shit. So like I'm saying,
just like everybody else.
all law enforcement, every law enforcement officer, whether you're corrections, whether you're on a patrol, whether you're behind a desk, I have my utmost respect to any police officer only because you're literally putting your life on the line every time you leave your house. Pretty much. Yeah. So you deserve my respect because I couldn't do that.
You just don't fucking abuse it.
That's what I'm saying. So any police officer, like I give them my utmost respect, especially like the people that I know and that I'm close to. Like, yeah, I'll be talking shit on police officers, but it's like, I mean, it's not because it's personal. It's just overall what the badge represents. It's a bad time. You get, especially with the Larry. I mean, what's that dude that got beat the fuck up, Rodney King? So Rodney King bro. This police era is fucked up. So. Yeah, they have my respect and shit, but that doesn't mean that I don't think that change is necessary. So they need to require more education. They need to require more training. They need to require, like, you have to go through obstacles to become a police officer nowadays. Yes. Like, I don't think it should be as easy as, you know what, go through this training, run this lap, jump this wall, and here's your gun and here's your badge, go patrol. Which I know is not that easy because I got a homegirl that, I mean, she's trying to, I think she works for the sheriff's department, and she's in corrections, I believe, right now. So then I think couple more months she's gonna be out on patrol now. So it's like it's a process to get your ass outside. You get
definitely. But once you're in though, and you already have the mentality, you want I want to fuck with people, or you don't like, or you don't like a certain color or whatever. It's a shithole.
Yeah.
But
and it's like they know they have that protection. That's why it's a better place for them to be employed under a badge that's gonna protect them in case I fuck up.
Yeah.
So it's way more different to become a fucking surgeon, and one bad surgery costs you your license. Because now you got sued, and now your license on
the line, basically.
Yeah, basically on the line. So same thing with law. So you're a lawyer, you do something stupid, there goes your right to practice law. So you look at any other fire department,
like you can start all over.
That's what I'm saying. So when you look at police, like you do something real fucking stupid, potentially kill somebody, and you get paid administrative leave, and it's just like, what the fuck? Why do these people deserve any decency? In my opinion, like just like how you look at serial murders, you look at serial rapists, they deserve the lowest of the low. That's the same concept that I think police officers should get. You get me? That's the respect that I have for police officers that abuse their authority. Mm-hmm. So I just don't see how, I don't know, the whole system is built for police officers to get away with the shit that they do.
Yeah, that's just what it is, man. But
yeah, I mean, the only thing people did was fucking riot. I mean, ain't nobody go out, as far as I know, people ain't out on the fucking
which was not condoning
voting. There's only one way to get across. Angry people, I think
destroying businesses and shit like that will get there.
I think Dr. King said that rioting is the voice, or no, riot is the language of the hurt, or some shit like that. And I thought about it, I was like, bro, that's just deep. You get me?
Yeah, that's the only way how you're gonna get their attention. It's like you gotta destroy some businesses just to be
like. But it showed a lot though, because there was a lot of brown and black, actually united for that type of shit. So
you see white people out there too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So when we all come together as one, what the fuck does the government do? Not a whole lot.
Wasn't like they can do anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Because there's more. Like I said, bro. Like a quote from the movie The Warriors is there's 60,000 soldiers, but there's only 10,000 police in the whole town.
You said what? Repeat that.
Like in the movie The Warriors, it's a gang movie. Mm-hmm. The leader Cyrus said there's 60,000 soldiers, gang members, but there's only 10,000 police.
That's what I'm saying.
How the fuck are you gonna stop that?
That's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna see no fucking cops abusing that authority. They gonna walk up to the gangbanger, hey man, just do me a favor. Yeah, they ain't gonna walk up no balls. Why? Because they know they're outnumbered.
So, exactly. It's like going to war with China. Fuck is still coming.
Fuck no, they won't. I'm going right down to Mexico.
Sure. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it for that topic, to be honest, man. But as far as we know, racism, in my opinion, I think it's going to be a problem that we're all going to have to deal with for the rest of our lives. Yeah. Or for the majority of it.
Our life. I hope my kids and my grandkids don't go through that.
I hopefully not, man. But
and if they do, I'm teaching my son, I'm teaching my daughter. You see a racist, slap the shit out that bitch.
Yep.
You don't, they don't hold their actions up to standards, so why should you? You get me? You see someone disrespect the old lady. Like, you got to think about, bro. Like, if you're in the grocery store, you're at the airport, you're in the street, whatever, and you see a dude disrespecting an old lady or whatever, nigga, that's somebody's grandmama. You know, that's somebody's mom, that's somebody's grandmama, that's somebody, you get me? So it's like, if I don't step up, she ain't gonna defend herself. You get me? Because this lady could barely walk, and he's telling her to go back to Mexico. Like, it's my obligation to fuck you up only because you fucking with her.
And on top of that, bro, on top of that, if you really find time in your day to fuck with old people,
I don't think a lot about you.
Yeah, I don't think they intentionally do it, but I just think like they go to the grocery store. They say they're already pissed off, and like they ain't got no fucking sex in the morning, so they're already starting off on a bad note. They go to the bank, they go wherever, and it just so happen that they hear someone speaking Spanish, and maybe it just sparks.
It just sparks with the fucking fire, but that gets you killed. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna get you killed because, like I said, bro, as in the Hispanic community, bro, our elders, our grandmas, our grandpas, bro, they're the glory of the damn family. They're the glory of the family, dude.
Especially when you have a crazy ass grandson. Hello.
Yeah.
What? Wait, where they go, grandma?
Where they go? That's why when I see
they ain't gonna fight you. That's why they gonna shoot you.
Yeah, that's why when I see the videos of you know, unfortunately black people punching eloteros, robbing them, choking them out. There's, bruh.
Hey, but that's why half of them have to delete their account and move, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
They start getting their house shot up, their mama's house shot up, their sister's house shot up.
Exactly.
Because it's like, nigga, LA is a small city. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's big because you have Compton, Watts, East, like, you know what I mean? So you have different things.
But there's scouts everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like you have a lot of people, especially with social media nowadays, nigga. Once your face is out there,
so
respect to this one guy, man. I forgot his name, but he actually was part of the gang. These two black guys actually punched. They threw eggs at an elotero man, or they punched him out. I forgot what it was, and they tagged him. He was their gang, one of the gang leaders, I guess you can say.
But he was black.
He was black, and he posted a video of him calling like, "Nah, I need to hit up with these motherfuckers because I ain't about this shit."
I seen one. It was some Hoover niggas, and like they walked up to the elotero. Like they asked for some, and then they just didn't pay, and they walked the fuck off. So they looked like, "Hey, dude, like whatever." So they turned around and slapped him. So as after they just kept walking, the dude was like low key scared. So I know because I follow that story because you know Jimmy Milde, like that fool posted on his story and shit, so he gave money to the people. It was a beautiful story. So I guess those people when they got back, like the OGs, like, and they're younger. We're talking maybe 19, 20 years old. Yep. So I guess the OGs like they told them like, yo, we don't do that. Like you're making the gang look bad because when they were recording, like nigga, fuck you, West Side Hoover, da da da. So it's like everybody that's from that little set is gonna look like a bitch because now you're condoning them fucking up like a lot of people.
So we gotta fuck you up.
That's what I'm saying. So when they got back to the hood, I guess like the OGs was like, nah, nigga, like take your shit off. So they squabbled up on one of them. And I think one of them got dropped, and the other nigga was just getting ass whooped.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Oh yeah.
So like I said, man, like
we don't condone violence, but I mean, if you out there in the world, like if you out there in the world asking for trouble, I mean, sooner or later you gonna end up. So, yeah.
You need to get your ass whooped, bro. Apparently your mom didn't whoop your ass enough. If you're over here punching or stealing and slapping on old people, or just trying to make a fucking living, man.
Well, I don't know. I think motherfuckers do anything to go viral nowadays.
Yeah, pretty much. But
so like I see everybody else doing, they getting mad popular.
I'm all for it, but.
I'm not. The fuck?
I'm all for doing whatever.
I want to be viral. I want to be paid. Fuck that.
Well, I want to get paid too.
I want to get paid.
But
fuck. Run me the subs. Run me the likes.
So
run me the
I want to get paid too. So Jake Paul, running in the ring, bro. Fuck you.
That nigga mop you, stupid.
I'll mop you, bitch.
I will murder you.
No, you wouldn't. And I think I proved that yesterday. Anyways, we're not gonna get into
what
that.
What the fuck?
Give me the chance on that Willow.
Anytime.
I'm up to throw with you.
Anytime. I would love to see you try.
Try you, we'll see. Do it, maybe.
Shit, maybe we could record it and post it on the page.
We shall see. But that's a topic for another day. You feel me? But
I just think overall, like, I mean, kind of wrapping up the topic, is I just think there's change that needs to happen.
Oh, yeah.
So the only thing we could do is educate ourselves, educate our loved ones, like,
and spread love.
For those of us that have kids, you get me? So just kind of run it out there and say, you know what, this is the country that I would want my kids to grow up in, so let me make it. You get me? So that's why I put on my Instagram bio, like, be the change you want to see in the world.
Yeah, true.
And it's like, if you want to see a change, be about it.
Yeah, pretty much. But touchy subject now. Yeah, man. I hate seeing shit like that.
Not more touchy than the LMNOP community.
Oh, y'all. But get ready for this one, man. You guys are
warning!
But you guys have, I don't know if you guys seen, but Hasbro's has officially taken away the Mister from Mr. Potato Head.
From Toy Story?
Yeah.
What the? What? You can't do that.
They basically said he's non-gender.
Nigga, he talks like a nigga. He's a Mr. Potato Head.
He's a pan. I guess I don't know exactly what a pangender is, but if you got anybody in the comments who knows what a pangender
community,
they said what sexual?
A pangender.
A pangender? What the fuck is a pangender? Like you like pans or what the fuck?
Nah, I guess so, bro.
That nigga in the pots and pans and shit. What the fuck?
That's what I'm
pangender. Pangender, pansexual. What the fuck is pan?
I don't
know, man. But it's just I don't. This goes back to that question that my friend asked me. Do I think the society is really sensitive? Like, yes, it's sensitive, and I think one of the main reasons why is because the LGBTQ community. Because okay, I understand you want your rights and you want it to be normalized. I'm all for it.
But you abuse the fuck out of it.
But you abuse the fuck out of it when you start pushing for more shit like this.
And the sad part about that is that let's say someone says no, right? We're not doing that. We're not changing that. Yeah. Now it's a civil rights issue. It's not even a fucking thing you take up to your local court and just go. No, it's a civil rights issue. It's a Supreme Court issue. So it's like, I mean,
we could be working on so many other fucking laws that can benefit all of us as humans, and you decide to be.
I still don't know what the fuck a pangender is.
Let's see.
I'll say, please look that up.
I'm gonna look it up right now as we speak.
That's something I really need to know.
At this point, the elemental P community is tripping.
Pangender is a term for people who feel that they cannot be labeled as a female or male in gender.
I really have an issue with that term.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
You gotta be one. What the fuck are you? Like
I hate that shit. It's like they be like, oh, I switched my sex to male to female. Like, right, you still got a dick at the end of the day. Don't try to confuse me with that bullshit. Like, come on, man.
Pangender. Fuck pangender. Like I'm saying, I respect the elemental P community. I respect all gay people, all trans people. I respect everybody. But at the same time, it's like there has to be there's gonna be a motherfucker like me that's ignorant and say, bro, what the fuck? You get me? Like, be gay or be lesbian. You get me?
That's essentially what it comes down to.
Yeah, pretty much.
You were born a guy. You were born a girl. If you want to be the other gender, then just switch. Now you're the other gender. Why the fuck you have to be a pan gender or pot gender, whatever the fuck?
Right.
So it's like, oh, I'm not either. So which one are you? What the fuck are you? An animal, nigga? Like, what the fuck?
I was actually seeing a meme and somebody said like, oh, so if I can't pee inside, then what? Then where can I pee? Outside, motherfucker.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because what's it called? Somebody was when they were protesting like, transgenders can't use the women's or girls or women's or the men's bathroom.
I told you my issue with that.
Yeah,
you could be a trans. If I have a daughter and I'm in the restroom with her because she's using the thing, and you walk in there a big fucking hairy ass trans because you get me, you still got a dick. I'm whooping the fuck out you. Either step the fuck out or wait till my daughter gets up. Because you is not about to be in here confusing the fuck out of my daughter. You get me looking at my daughter's son like, nah, bro, I can't do that. You can be transgender, you gotta wait your turn. Because I'm not that type of parent. Yeah, sooner or later, it's like, yeah, Micheal, you know what, let's have a conversation. People like that exist in the world, but, I mean, if she's 5, 6 years old, I ain't exposing her to that. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Like I said, bro, I don't think as kids you start getting into that shit.
Like, my dick didn't get hard till, like, 7th grade, nigga. Like, that's when, I mean, I was fucking with, like, homegirl and shit, so it was like, after that, I didn't even know what the fuck I liked. It just happened she had big boobs and nice lips, so I was like, you know what, I guess I got shit, like, whatever. But it's like, you never go into childhood saying, you know what, I'm a guy, I like girls. You really don't fucking know or care at that point. You're just being a kid. You get me? So it's like, it sucks how we were talking about last episode that it's like, they're out here putting that on the kids' networks, and it's like, that's all the shit
they're teaching that shit nowadays.
It's stupid.
I'm like, bro, that's shit.
Which is fine in a way. Which is in a way so they don't feel like left out or whatever the case may be.
Not in fucking elementary and middle school.
Oh yeah. But if you're teaching if you're gonna teach it in high school or
college,
where they understand that shit. But if you're teaching,
because high school you're still a minor, but you're about to be an adult. So I have no problem if they do that junior year. Because
junior, senior
year. Okay, now you're going off into the world, and you have some understanding.
That
then
way,
you leave it up to the parents and the siblings or the guardians to finish that conversation. So you know what, this was going
and that
on.
way you don't feel left out.
Yeah, but you don't teach that elementary, junior year. Junior high. You don't teach that only because it's like I just explained. You don't know what the fuck you like, so why are you pushing for them to like same sex marriages, same sex? You get me? They don't know. Stop pushing it on them. You get me? Like if it comes to that point, which is like sad to say, like knock on wood, I hope it don't happen. But it's like, if it comes down to that, bro, I would much rather homeschool my kid.
That's good.
Like if it comes to that, where it's like that's the majority of the curriculum, which I'm not saying it is, but it's like the majority of the curriculum is like sex ed and fucking same sex marriages and shit. I'm pulling my kid up because my sister homeschools her kids. You get only because of the pandemic and shit. But it's like if it comes down to that, bro, I'd rather do the same shit. Like teach them real shit. Teach them like you get me, algebra, science, fucking investing, shit like that. You don't teach them fucking elemental P community when they're 6 years old.
Right.
You don't teach them.
Yeah. That was my take on that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man, they didn't let go of Mr. Potato Head. Come on,
Bro, come on, we grew
the Mr. Adam.
That's what I'm saying. Like the Mr. Potato, bro. You cannot say Potato Head. Oh yeah, that's potato. No, that's Mr. Potato Head. Because wasn't there a Mrs. Potato Head too?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And then,
What's the problem?
I don't see what
So now it's like,
motherfucker, just pick one.
it's
this like what? You just want them both to unite together? Like, how are you gonna do that?
That's what I'm.
So potato head one, and potato head two. That's what I'm hearing.
Stupid,
Pretty
bro.
much, but
That's
it just makes no
Stupid.
sense. And Hasbro's, you're a foul for that, dude. The people up there at Hasbro's corporation, man.
I need that fade for one.
Pretty much.
I need that fade. Whoever the fuck took away Mr. Potato Head, I need that fade because Mrs. Potato Head now is gonna get stuck without a potato head.
Right.
You get me? Like now, she just gotta look for another potato head that has the Mister attached to it that we don't fucking know about because the actual famous Mr. Potato
He
Head.
ain't lying, because
like,
that's how I feel too.
That's what I'm saying. Like now, Mr. Potato Head gonna be sad and shit because he lost Mrs. Potato Head because he's no longer a Mister.
It's just
She's
shit like
gonna
that.
cheat on that nigga with another Mr. Potato Head.
And it's just shit like that that fucking pisses me off. Like, why?
Free the homie, man. Free the homie.
Yeah, bring him back, dude. Start a petition.
Oh, yeah. Now we have to say potato head.
Free. Hell, I'm
That's
still.
I'm still gonna go to Mr. Potato Head in general, but it's like, just in case you don't want to offend anybody. So,
If I offend you, fuck you.
Yeah, if I offend you, I'm sorry.
We talking cartoons at this point. If a cartoon offends you, fuck you, and I'll slap the shit out you.
Yeah.
Like
Arthur, you guys remember that?
that cookie nigga?
Huh?
That cookie nigga, that brown nigga,
Yeah.
right?
Well, in the Arthur cartoon, they actually had a gay couple get married.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, why? Like,
Was this like a new episode or?
yeah, recent. Well, not recent, not recently, but it's like last year.
That is my issue.
Like, why? Why do you
man.
feel like if you're gonna do that, dude, put it on Adult Swim.
On Adult Channel.
Thank you.
On Adult Swim.
Yeah, I agree.
Put that on Teen Nick. That's the most I'm going.
Yeah.
Teen Nick.
The most.
You don't put that shit on
kids cartoons.
Kids channels.
Because I remember when I was a kid, bro, we were always watching Arthur. We were never watching anything else.
I was a Nickelodeon baby.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, same man.
That was
Same.
Nickelodeon.
Same.
Yeah.
I was in that
Disney
SpongeBob.
too.
Now, if they start adding shit on SpongeBob like that, dude, I'm gonna have to fade
I
everybody.
think the owner died already.
Yeah, but
Still, you know how white people are when it comes to that shit. So, yeah.
going back to real quick to racism, but you guys know that Dr. Seuss actually made books talking about slaves?
Yeah.
Dude.
Nigga, the National Anthem.
Anthem. Thank you. That's right. If that don't scream racism, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Look up what Google is. Google whoever the fuck is watching this. Google why there's only the first verse I get sang, or what is the third? The one that actually gets sang at the games.
Oh, there's more?
First verse.
Yeah.
Oh, there's more?
Nigga, that's a verse.
Yeah, they always do one verse.
Google that. Why they do that?
At least one or two
I'm not
verses.
saying do it right now
I'll be
because
wrong.
I ain't trying to get into a whole conversation. But Google that, and that whole fucking song is racist.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
I didn't know
That's
that
why
part.
motherfuckers don't fuck with the national anthem because nobody don't want to. If you're gonna do a song, do it the whole thing.
Okay. No, so now I understand why people get mad when NFL when athletes fucking protest against the national anthem and they kneel about it. Cause
That's part of it.
Well,
it's
a white
racist as
business.
fuck.
What's a white business? Like
Predominantly, yeah.
you don't want your product. I mean, it's not to say that black people are products, but you don't want your investment, your products on the field going up against what your beliefs are.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? So it's like, nah, I cut the checks, therefore you need to do what the fuck I said. And the players, bro, some of the players have enough fucking enough. How do you put it? Like enough recognition to say, nah, that's not right. I'm bigger than the NFL. I could go Colin Kaepernick. I'm bigger. I can go do this community work and still be just as popular as me playing. And unfortunately, he sacrificed his career for it.
And unfortunately, man, it sucks that he doesn't have a job for it because now
I don't feel bad for him.
Now everybody's doing the same thing that he did.
Hey, he had an opportunity. He let his girl fuck it up. So he made his bed. You gotta lay in it. Because how the fuck are you gonna have a meeting with Baltimore and then you let your girl compare Ray Lewis and the fucking owner to the dude from
the Django shit? Yeah,
and it's like Colin Kaepernick stay quiet. So it's like make a fucking tweet, make a tweet and say, you know what? I didn't condone that. Me and her broke up because I can't have her like fucking up my deals and fucking up this. Colin Kaepernick would have had a job already. Because how many people showed up to the little throwing shit? Like 2017 showed up to that. You gonna tell me at least not one team wanted Colin Kaepernick? You get me? But when your girl goes on Twitter and starts fucking attacking everybody, people looking at that, okay, yeah, now he a problem. Like, let alone is he gonna be a problem by kneeling, but now we're bringing off the field issues because now we're being accused of being racist. Like, you don't need that. So I don't feel bad for Colin Kaepernick at all.
Well, yeah, true. Well, the girl fucked it up for him.
The girl fucked it up, and unfortunately, he didn't do shit about it. So.
He's gonna be remembered with old girl right then and there, cause you basically,
yeah. I'm sorry, you could say what the fuck you want to say. I ain't gonna monitor you, but once you say something out of pocket, I'm
especially publicly.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm going on my Twitter and I'm like, you know what? I apologize. Like I'm calling the fucking owner of the Baltimore Ravens. So you know what? I apologize. Like this is what's going on. I broke up with her, but I ain't trying to let her fuck up my money. And I'm pretty sure Baltimore would have respected that. You get me? But when you stay quiet, you're basically saying that you're accept and you agree with what the fuck she said. So yeah, I mean.
He could have. But I'm lucky glad though, because if not, then we wouldn't have Lamar Jackson right now. So
true. Someone else would have drafted him.
Yeah, and honestly, that's true. So for one part, I'm actually glad we didn't get Kaepernick.
It's a blessing in disguise, somewhat. But
yeah, in a way, because I think we would have been good with Kaepernick.
Yeah.
I remember I had an issue with one of my uncles over that shit, and that was the same uncle that I told you I kind of like, man, like I'm like, you gave me like on every term, you family, my nigga. So it's like we have to be somewhat cool, but. Like, I remember one time we sat down, and he's like a big sports head, too. So, I asked him, I was like, and this was at my other aunt's house. So, we at her house. So, what's it called? We sat down eating dinner and shit. And so, he said something about, like, the whole kneeling shit. Because me and my dad follow that. So, I always told my dad, I was like, I support the movement. I support the message. I just don't support how they're going about it. You get me? Because... if you want to be vocal about the issues, be in the community and do that shit on your own time. Because if you're watching Sunday Night Football, you are paying to see football. You get me? We're making 30, 40 minutes worth of like social issues, and then comes the game. You get me? So I support Black Lives Matter. I support the whole fucking movement. But when it comes to the whole kneeling shit, like they're making it more about the players and the movement than the actual issues, which was police brutality, the minorities coming in contact with police. So I told my uncle, I was like, yo, like, how do you feel about that? He's like, oh, I fucking can't stand it. Like, Colin Kaepernick's dumbass. And I was like, what? And he's like,
elaborate.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, like, let's talk about it. Like, me, I have my own personal issues about that, but it has nothing to do with, like, around your beliefs. Right. I'm not censoring no words. So he's like, bro, he's like, fucking niggers. You get paid millions of dollars, you're going to do that bullshit on live TV. Whoa. What can I tell you, bro, after that? So I just looked at my dad. I was like, conversation's over. I'm not going to sit here and entertain that. I'm not arguing with that. Because now it's going to get personal between me and you, because I'm not black. But I have enough respect to black people to not call them out of their name, especially someone that's doing something good for the community. You get me? Right. So it's like, just because you get paid hundreds of millions of dollars doesn't mean you can't be a fucking social activist. Like, what the fuck? You get me? So
look at Jim Brown, bro.
Yeah, and after that I was like, nah, bro, I don't fuck with that. Like, after that comment, I told my dad, I was like, yo, I did not know he was that fucking racist. And he's like, you're starting to find out. I was like, yeah, but now I'm the nephew that's not gonna go hand in hand with that. Because all my other cousins and shit, like, just like, they don't give a fuck. They don't watch sports. They don't watch nothing. They don't care. So me, I'm up there, bro. I'm confrontational. I'm calling you out. So I told my dad, hey, if you don't watch his fucking mouth, bro, I ain't watching mine either. So like, just, you better be careful. Because if you're gonna be out there dishing it, you better be able to take it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because we not all perfect, bro. So if you criticizing someone for doing something right, don't let me get on the shit that you're doing that's not necessarily all the way positive. You get me?
Pretty much.
And like I'm saying, it's family. I love them, but like some things are crossing the line.
Oh yeah.
You get me? So for you to say, oh, fucking niggers get paid hundreds of millions of dollars for you to protest on the field, what the fuck does that mean? You get me? That's insulting on multiple levels, if not 3. You get me?
And because on top of it, you make it seem like it's only black players that are the ones doing it. I know
black players supporting it.
That's what I'm saying.
JJ Watt. I remember seeing JJ Watt's somebody.
Chris Long.
No, Chris Long
Chris
too.
Long, yeah.
He actually retweeted a tweet because he said like I don't know how JJ Watt can sit back and support this. I'm like, and he said first of all, don't quote me on anything that I never said. That's most important. Second of all, if you really think this is just about if you think this is just about disrespecting the flag, there's something really wrong with you.
No, I think the whole flag shit is beyond the point. I think Trump did that only to criticize the fucking whoever supports that. That way, they making it seem like it's a patriot issue, but at the same time, you got to think about were white people the only people that were fighting in the wars back then?
Hell no.
Nah, there was black people and
At some
Mexicans.
point,
The only thing that was different between blacks and whites was that whites were fighting for a freedom that they came home to. Blacks didn't have that freedom when they came back. You get me? So it's like, it's stupid to say, oh, my grandfather fought for that flag. So the same stupid shit that Drew Brees said. Like, oh, I would never support someone that kneels for the flag. Why the fuck not?
You might as well just say you're racist.
Are you not informed about the
we were talking about
that?
We were actually talking about that the other day. Like, dude, you said that. He said it at the wrong time.
Literally.
Dude.
That's the shit that
I know his O-line was like, Brees, really?
Not even that. Michael Thomas was already like literally getting his shit ready to ask for a trade. Fucking Malcolm Jenkins was trying to fight that nigga. Like, I mean, Drew Brees fucked up.
Bro, I already know that.
You don't say shit like
bro,
that.
And on top of that, I already know that Ryan Ramchick, dude, 80% of his O-line is black.
Nigga, the whole NFL is black.
I'm not gonna say the whole.
Well, no, but I'm saying the
predominantly,
like
70%.
That's
I'm talking about his team, like for his.
But there's a lot of black people in every team. That's my point.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So if you're white and you say stupid comment like that, nigga, the majority of your locker room is gonna be black, if not half. You get me? Because
bro,
I mean, NBA and NFL, black people. You get me? So yeah, you're gonna have a white quarterback, white fucking tight end, whatever. But for the most part, there's a lot of black people in the NFL.
And I don't even think it was 24 hours before he had to actually address everything. Like, he had to. He thought Trump was gonna get him a free pass. Bro, he was already listening to, oh shit, them sacks gonna be coming in. I'm about to be the most sacked quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, bro.
And on top of that, bro, he played for New Orleans.
Yeah, man. That is the capital of, no disrespect, niggas. I'm just saying.
Soul food.
Soul food and niggas. That's really New Orleans in a nutshell.
And
potholes like crazy. But it's like
potholes like a motherfucker.
I'm just saying, like, that's the type of shit you just don't say when especially when you're in the South, bro. But at the same time, why are we surprised?
Yeah.
At the same time,
he's outwardly Republican. Yeah. So it's like we know where he stands, but at the same time, we didn't expect him to say something that fucking ignorant either.
And usually he's the most quiet dude in the NFL, but it's like, now I see why.
Now I know why you don't say shit.
That means if you saying shit like that in that type of way, what the fuck are you gonna say off camera?
It's like it's like,
what are you raising your kids to be? Because he has three little boys. Yeah. So like, what's the agenda that he's gonna be pushing to his kids? Like you don't want them playing in the NFL because predominantly black, or I mean, you get there's more questions as to your agenda. So if that's your mentality, what happens if your kids start doing that? Are you gonna disown your kids because they're protesting the flag? You get me? Like, it's a thin line, especially when you're that fucking like popular. Like, everybody knows Drew Brees, so it's like, don't be running your mouth, bro, because they're gonna bite your ass in the ass.
Shoot, look at the last playoff game. He played like shit.
So, and another quarterback that's openly Republican is Tom Brady. But you never see him.
Why does I have some respect for Tom Brady? Because he distanced himself from Trump.
He does?
Yeah. Because he at least said that he doesn't condone a lot of shit that he says. Because you know how Trump gave, what's that called? That badge that Obama gave Biden. It's like a citizen's award or something. Trump gave that to Belichick. And Belichick was not, I'm sure keep that. Like, I'm cool off that. Because Robert Kraft and Trump are like fuck buddies. So Belichick was always cool with Trump. But after the shit that Trump's been doing for the past I don't know how many months, like, fucking Belichick was like, nah, bro, I'm straight. So,
which respects Belichick for that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, at least they have the common decency. You know what? Me and Trump have a good relationship, but I just don't support what he's doing. That's all it takes, bro. Like, you could be a Trump supporter, and I respect you. I have no problem with you. Just say, you know what? I call it wrong because he shouldn't have said that. This was racist. This was insulting. This was wrong. But when you're making an excuse for it, it's like, my boy, be a Trump supporter, but be a fucking honest human being to yourself. Who the fuck are you lying to? You get me? Yeah. Like, you're gonna tell me that you're not a racist, but you're supporting the stupid ass shit that he's saying? Come on, bro. I don't do that. So at least Tom Brady earned my respect by distancing himself from Trump.
Yeah. At least, but
that's what I'm saying. Even Tom Brady, like, Tom Brady's not the most vocal person either.
More vocal than Brees, though.
Yeah, true.
More than Brees, but Brees, man.
Yeah, that was disappointing. Drew Brees is one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time.
Definitely.
But it's like, now it's like you still one of my favorites, but now it's like I gotta look at you in a different light after you said that.
I'm pretty sure the teammates do too. Like, yeah, we teammates and shit, but I ain't gonna forget the shit you said last season.
Bro, the O-line, like I said, I know the O-line was like, Drew Brees? Is that really what we doing, LB? You want to get sacked this week.
You really don't give a fuck about your life.
Yeah, they probably told him, like, bro, you better say some shit now. You better tell
I mean, once you say it, what's the point of publicly apologizing for that shit?
You already said it.
You already said it.
That means whatever you said the first
You
time.
You meant it.
I know the O-line was like, bro, Brees,
fucked up.
No, they were like, you fucked up. You better have a good reason why the fuck you said that shit, or we're opting out.
To be honest with you, it's too fucking
That's what I'm
late.
saying. Even if Drew Brees said, I apologize, guys, like, you know what the fuck he feels in his heart.
Yeah, now we know how the fuck you feel.
Now you listening to your PR, basically, is the reason why you apologize.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, fuck your apology.
At that point, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I hate to say it, Drew, but fuck your apology.
I don't think once you're racist, I don't think you can be unracist.
No,
You can't.
You can't. Like, you just either grow from it and you become bigger than racism, or you just succumb to it and it's like, that's it. Like, you're going to be a racist to the day you die. It's like, my thing is, like, for my uncle, he's older than my dad. I want to say, like, he's, like, in his late 40s, early 50s. So, it's like, if you're racist at that age, and it's like, you get me, there's no fixing you. So, like I'm saying, I'm not going to fix you. I'm not here to fix you, but at the same time, you ain't just about to be talking shit out of your mouth and ain't nobody going to say shit.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? So, it's like, for me, I'm not defending black people because I'm black or because I have a fucking interest in black people or whatever. But at the same time, if I don't defend black people, who the fuck is? You get me? Because ain't nobody talking shit to my uncle. You get me? So at least me, I have enough respect to black people, and they earn my respect the right way. You get me? Like being honest, being respectful, being straight up human beings. So why would I not give them the courtesy to defend them when someone's calling them an ER and saying, "Oh, fucking so-and-so, you get paid millions of dollars for the kneel on the field"? Yeah, but your issue is not because he's kneeling. Your issue is because he's black and he's kneeling.
Doing this.
And
that's my issue.
And on top of that, it makes me sick to my stomach, bro. And that's a big stomach.
At least you admit it.
Yeah, I always have, dude. Come on now.
Yeah,
But
I'm always messing with script, and he gonna be alright.
nah, but it just makes me sick, man. Where when they say, "Oh, you're getting paid millions," like that makes like me getting paid millions puts me aside from being a.
That's the shit that irked my nerves. Because I was like, bro, you're making it seem like if I get paid millions of dollars, I can't have a voice.
I can't.
It's basically telling LeBron just dribble, like just
Shut up and dribble.
Shut up and dribble.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, come on, my boy. Like, you get me? There is bigger problems than a fucking bank account. You get me? So it's like, what good is a bank account if your life is miserable?
And this is after he opened up a school and everything.
It's like relationships. What's so good about looks if your fucking personality's fucked up?
True. Yeah.
So.
But for me, shit, looks get shit. Like at least, shit, I might not know I'm marrying you, but at least them looks gonna get you a pass or something.
Yeah, something.
But
To a certain extent. But that's besides the point. We're not gonna talk
yeah,
about that.
me personally, I just think.
But going back to the Mr. Potato Head situation, yes, he is still our Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah, man.
He's not changing. He's not going anywhere. And Hasbro's, you're gonna have to catch a fade with all of us.
And I'm bringing Mr. Potato Head too.
No me. I'm gonna come dressed as Mr. Potato Head, dude.
Fuck. Matter of fact, I might just get a potato head in my car. I already got Chewbacca in it. I wanted to get a Yoda, but Yoda wasn't really cool. I got Chewbacca in my car.
Everybody, dude, I wanted to get the little baby Yoda, but I'm like, nah.
That's what I'm saying. I wanted to, but then I looked at it, I was like, nah, Chewie better than Yoda.
And on top of that, everybody has
And
it.
Yoda's old. Like, you give me, why the fuck I want an old nigga in my car? Give me Chewbacca. At least Chewbacca. He just in traffic.
And that's like your car's only with that exhaust.
Hey.
They looking at me like, nah, bro, it's Chewie. Shut the fuck up.
No, it's chewy, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I think I might get a potato head just for that.
Yeah. Or if you can find one, they're probably gonna go up in price right now because they're changing them.
I don't give a fuck.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
What was
Mr.
that?
Mr. Potato Head, bro.
Facts.
Fuck it. I ain't got the mask. Fuck that.
That's gonna be my
Nah.
screensaver shit.
I had to customize
Nah,
that
man,
shit.
but this is like I said, bro.
No, honestly, that potato head news is news to me because I haven't heard it.
Yeah,
but
true.
like the fact that it happened, bro, that's fucked
The
up.
fact that they allowed it to happen.
Because you really think about like this is how I think about shit. Like if you did this, what else is to come? You get me? So it's like if you take away potato head, how many other cartoons and movies that we grew up on are gonna get fucked over because now the LMNOP community is insulted? You get me?
Yeah.
Like just draw the line. And
Come on,
just keep it
the LGBT community, man. You guys already took South Park. You guys already took Family Guy. You guys already are taking away all the adult shows.
Hell, let's
Dark. You guys are taking little by little taking dark comedy.
Don't watch the shit.
Yeah.
Nobody's telling you to watch it.
It's that simple.
I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. But
like my thing is, like, I'm just going off topic here. But my thing is, if you're getting insulted by a fucking cartoon, how insulted do they get when they watch regular movies? Do you write a fucking letter to every director you see? Or every fucking news?
But at the same time, some of them directors don't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying. They don't give a fuck.
Dude,
But it's like, how many other problems do they bring that is like, come on, bro.
I remember when I first got Netflix, they didn't have the other categories. Then they started having their own category for LGBTQ. Which is, I guess, fine.
I mean, they deserve that much, but...
Oh yeah, I'll let them have that one. But when you start changing shit, like, bro, if this becomes a thing, as you guys know, I'm a big fan of SpongeBob because it's one of the shows that still keep going on to this day. And the rumors saying that Patrick and SpongeBob were gay.
Who?
Huh?
Who said that?
No, it's a rumor. They always said that.
I fucking hate people.
Dude, if that goes through,
Don't hate me.
Bro, if that goes through, if that ever goes through, God forbid, knock on wood, bro. Knock on that fucking.
Fuck it.
No homo. knock on that wood.
I'm about to say reword that one.
Reword. But if that ever goes through, man, there's really gonna be some face throwing.
It's gonna be some problems, bro. Like,
cause man, I am a big fan of SpongeBob, man. To this
Nigga,
day.
SpongeBob is the GOAT. What the fuck?
To this day, bro.
You think about Nickelodeon, nigga, you think about SpongeBob. You think about another show that's more popular than SpongeBob.
Dude, when they had the little NFL,
man, that was
Nickelodeon,
that was a better fucking halftime show than fucking The Weeknd.
Dude, there was more.
Give me SpongeBob and them fucking fishes over The Weeknd.
Bro, I low-key screamed when they had the little when the year that the Super Bowl that the creator died, and they pulled out that little clip and now for your orchestra from Bikini Bottom, I was like, bro, if they start playing the SpongeBob halftime show, I'm gonna be like,
I would have
been like, bro,
I ain't done. I ain't done.
Nah, that's my thing. Like,
but if
that happens, bro,
if that rumor
I'm
goes
really
through,
gonna have a problem with Team Nick.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
Then it's gonna show how
Because what the
sensitive.
fuck are Mike is gonna grow up on,
Exactly.
Like what the fuck?
So now it's like, y'all really sensitive.
And I'm really about to be on DaBaby side. What's that fucking girl?
DaBaby the rapper?
Yeah, he did some. I guess she's transgender or openly lesbian. Fucking said it in a song. I
don't know.
Let me see. Let me look.
I just think like if you go that far to now you're attacking all the shows that we grew up on. Like okay, what are the shows?
JoJo Siwa. JoJo Siwa.
Yeah.
He dissed her. He was like, "Fuck JoJo Siwa, bitch," and like some shit like that.
Why he did you?
I don't know.
What the
He just dissed her. But he did it. I don't know with what intention, or maybe just to get clout out of it. But everybody's saying like, oh, she makes her salary in a week. Then I don't know, but what does that matter?
Money's not everything if you're getting dissed.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I think she's like a graphic designer for Nickelodeon, but she's like transgender, openly lesbian. Like, dude,
That's fine.
that gives him power. Believe it or not.
Give a fuck.
But
Who has a bigger voice, DaBaby or this rapper bitch or this graphic designer bitch? Nigga, DaBaby could drop 3 diss songs back to back to back if he wants to. What the fuck she gonna do? Draw some to say fuck you? Nah, bro, you don't do that.
Nah, but if like I said, man, if that ever happens and you guys get rid of fucking,
that's gonna be a problem.
If you guys actually make
because I'm not even thinking for myself, because I don't even watch SpongeBob like that no more. No. But I'm just thinking for the sake of my children. You get me? Like, what's gonna be the cartoons that they watch? You get me? Like, I don't have to go back to fucking like recorded shit to show them the shit that I grew up on. You get me? Because all the shit that they're gonna be watching is gonna be fucking censored by the Elemental P community. You get me? And it's cool and all, but at the same time, don't take advantage of the shit that you don't like just because you choose to have power. You get me? Like, yeah, you have a voice, but you don't have to watch the shit and get it banned just because you're insulted. Go watch some shit that's for you. You get me? That's my whole opinion. That's my whole stance on this topic. Like, if you're offended, cool, get the fuck off the channel. Like, of course, if it's something that's like openly discriminate towards the LMNOP community, then yeah, I respect it. Make a letter, get it banned because it's insulting to that community. But if it doesn't insult you and it's just going based off of strictly comedy, leave it alone. Leave it. It's a classic for a reason. We grew up on SpongeBob. We grew up on Family Guy. We grew up on South Park. I didn't personally watch those shows, but it's like that's shit that my homies, that my cousins,
and on top of that, it's dark humor.
Leave it alone.
It's dark humor at the end of the day, man. It's just what it is. Actually, for comparison,
hey, my sister said don't come at JoJo Siwa because if you don't even know who she is, she's not a graphic designer. So do your homework, because I don't know who the fuck she is.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck she really is, but
nigga, you said she was a graphic designer.
Somebody said,
I need to do my homework, nigga.
Yeah. Then she's a fan of JoJo or what?
I don't know.
Shit, we don't know.
Then see how quick that escalated?
Damn,
I'm just saying, at least give me fucking right information. This nigga,
fucking up.
She is an American dancer, stupid.
Bitch, I don't know what the fuck she is, but
nigga,
she got
so
this.
why you say graphic designer?
I don't know what the fuck she is.
You fucking numbnut. It says an American singer, dancer, and actress, and YouTube personality. She is known for appearing in 2 seasons of Dance Moms, along with her mother. Boomerang. But my question is, why did DaBaby diss her? But it sets the record straight after controversial JoJo Siwa lyric. This nigga here.
Yeah, you see how fast it escalated? Damn, that up in there.
You did that to yourself.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but damn, bruh.
I mean, at least talk about her straight.
Yeah.
Straight.
No pun intended, but.
Yeah. So you gonna give me bad information, you gonna get me in trouble.
It is what it is.
Now the motherfucker's gonna catch my DM.
Now I'm getting explained. I gotta explain some shit this nigga said.
I'm straight. Fuck that. At script underscore.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Explain that to him. He getting all that smoke. Don't look at my black ass with that one. I love my boys, but shit, you said something. Don't revolve that shit around me. Shit. I didn't even know who the chick was. Like,
I ain't even heard of.
Bro,
I really thought she was a graphic designer.
He said that all
I didn't say that confidently. I just said that because somebody told me about
my
it.
nigga, we can play the whole play.
Well, okay, okay. My apologies on that. Man.
Hey man, you did that to yourself.
Hey, like I said,
I ain't do shit but get corrected, nigga. I
Right.
have nothing to do with that.
Hey.
Shout out to the system, man, for the correction.
Yeah.
Made us Google the whole shit.
Like, sometimes you gotta take an ass whooping, man. Unfortunately, but that's just what it is.
You was about to have a whole lot of ass whoopings coming your way.
Yeah.
Then fucking Camille like, damn, you mixed us up with JoJo Siwa? Oh yeah, you I'm about to be man.
You better have all.
Hell, fuck to help you. I love you.
I got the machete, bro. Fuck out of here.
I love you, but I can't defend you on that one.
Yeah, but
Yeah, unfortunately. But
what was
shit.
your mother before I got my ass chewed?
Damn. You got your ass chewed.
Yeah, she just told me. She texted me. She ain't gonna text you, nigga.
Damn, dog.
What was in before that?
Shit, that was about it. Technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just think
Except for that correction, yeah.
I just think overall, like going back to like my point was like, just leave it alone. If you gonna insult her, just leave it alone. Yeah, because I think
understand it's dark humor.
Yeah, I have plans to have a family. You know what I mean? I got younger like siblings. My sister don't watch cartoons like that. But like I think about like my nieces, nephews. You know what I mean? Like just leave those cartoons alone. You know what I mean? I would honestly hate to have people in high positions to monitor all the fucking the cartoons and shit that people watch. You get me? Like because kids are kids, leave them alone. Like their imagination is beyond gay and straight. You get me? So like just leave that alone, bro. If you get insulted by South Park and fucking all them other dumbass shows, like just leave it alone.
Yeah.
I mean, especially the ones that I don't watch, because y'all say South Park and shit.
Yeah, South Park, man.
It was just SpongeBob. Just leave SpongeBob alone.
Nobody, they don't use the word fag no more.
Which fag isn't insulting, sir?
It's insulting, but like I said, it's dark humor.
It's dark humor, but it's insulting.
It's insulting.
So that, I don't have a problem with them banning that part.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if the LMNOP community gets insulted by that, like, I understand that. You know what I mean? Because you could make a joke towards gay people, but not be insulting while you're doing it. You know, because maybe a gay dude will laugh at a gay joke. You get me? But when you're calling them a fag, I don't see too many people that would be kind of that.
Like, especially blatant too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't have a problem with them
Yeah,
banning the word fag.
I guess that can go.
That's what I'm saying. Because, nigga, you call a straight person a fag. You're getting ready to fight. Just imagine you call a gay dude a fag. Like, it's over with. Let alone you're singing. That's what I'm saying. Let alone you singing it on a show. Nah, bro. I don't got no problem with that. I'm just saying overall, like, for them being sensitive and just saying that this character was gay and this character was... Nah, we don't know. They're characters. They're animated. Like, you get me? Like, kids, they see SpongeBob, nigga, what's SpongeBob? A guy. What's Sandy Cheeks? A girl.
Cheeks.
You get me? Like, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, what's Patrick's retarded ass? Patrick is a guy. You get me? So it's like, that's kids' imagination. You get me? Don't come in and say, oh, but did y'all know that SpongeBob might be gay?
Don't.
Really?
How?
Like, how? What the fuck? It's a kids show. Like, you're gonna tell me that the owner and the people that created SpongeBob were thinking about this when they created SpongeBob? No, they'll be gonna make this motherfucker gay. Nah. Come on, bro. Leave it alone.
Yeah, man.
Oh, ass chewing coming away.
High key. She said, I tuned in and the first thing I heard was JoJo. That's Jasleen's favorite idol. She's like, she made $400 million just in Pose in 2020. That's not including her music, her clothing, and merch. The whole scandal is because she's owned by Nickelodeon and she came out as lesbian. I don't see a problem with that.
You know.
If she came out as lesbian and works for Nickelodeon, what the fuck is the problem?
Yeah. I don't know why DaBaby fucking did. Oh, your older sister did that.
What?
Your older sister sent you that?
Yeah, nigga, yeah, she's.
Oh, okay, I thought your younger sister. I'm like, damn, really?
No. My younger sister, I don't even think she knows who the fuck she is. Like, yeah, but I guess my sister, she's.
Oh, well.
Like, my niece is a fan of JoJo. So.
Well, I'm a fan of DaBaby, so.
Hey, man.
I fuck with either or.
I'm just playing. But.
Now, DaBaby cool, but I don't know. If I also don't.
He was out of pocket.
Yeah, I also don't support it for rap. Like Eminem, bro. Eminem can get mad disrespectful. So it's not right for him to do the shit that he does either. So I mean, if DaBaby rap about her over some stupid ass reason, then that's not right. You get me? But it's like if she did something out of pocket, if she did something out of pocket that made him diss her, yeah.
Well, speaking of
drop that diss track.
Speaking of Eminem, man, I was reading actually an article saying because when who Eminem? Eminem or Michael Jackson?
Both, nigga.
Both. No, but actually in 2005, Eminem or Slim Shady in that personality, he actually he dissed Michael Jackson in the video of Just Lose It. He dissed him, and you know Michael Jackson never commented on it. He never said anything. You know what he did? He basically bought his whole I don't know what to. Well, he was basically getting paid. Michael Jackson he bought some. I don't know what he bought, but he was basically getting paid every time that song played.
Cool. Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson was getting paid.
Yeah, Michael Jackson was a G. And the GOAT performer. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, facts.
Prince was cool, don't get me wrong. If you make it rain, purple rain, and it actually rains, come on, my boy.
I'm playing that song.
Has to be one of the top 2-3 performances all time ever done.
I'm playing
this nigga performed Purple Rain, and it started raining.
Purple.
Well, he had lights in the stadium.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like when it's raining, it looks purple rain. Nigga, tell me another performance that's that in that stratosphere. You can't. The only thing I can think of is Michael Jackson. Slash.
Yeah.
Because that
fucking super. When Slash came out, I was like, bruh.
The shit that had me dying was that they were like tapping Slash, like, get the fuck out. And
fuck no, baby.
Yeah, Michael Jackson trying to get his dance on, that shit had me dying.
Bro, you're not. Michael Jackson was playing along with it.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
one thing about
to a certain extent, once Slash hit his solo, Michael Jackson was trying to get his dance off, and Slash wouldn't let him.
Bro, one thing you're not gonna do is stop Slash from doing a solo.
Exactly.
You're not gonna stop a mid solo. Fuck no. Hell no.
True. But
man, that.
I don't know, but yeah, I think my GOAT performer, Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Prince got to be in there, and I think Chris Brown took that trophy.
But no, do you guys believe in that conspiracy? Somebody called it a conspiracy theory, saying that Michael Jackson touched kids. What do you guys think?
No.
Huh? You guys don't believe in it?
Mm-mm.
I mean,
I don't think he ever did.
I mean, to my knowledge, I'm gonna say that because I'm not too well informed on it.
I see a lot of reports, and I see a lot of interviews, and the people that were close to him say no, because he owned a lot of shit. So it's like sooner or later, when you don't want to give up the power that you have, they're gonna make some scandals. They're gonna make some. You gave me some fucking shit to fuck with your reputation, and I think that's what happened to Michael Jackson. I don't think because I just think with Michael Jackson, like if he was really touching kids, like somewhere has to be a conviction.
Yeah.
Like you cannot look at Bill Cosby. It took him 50, 100 fucking years, but he got convicted. You get me? So nothing stays in the dark for too long. You get me? So it's like if Michael Jackson was really doing that shit, I don't think he would be out walking the streets. You get me? So I just think it was a rumor that expanded to another rumor and expanded to another rumor because I just think overall, I mean, Michael Jackson was really powerful, bro. He, from what I know, he owned a lot of his own masters. He owned a lot of other people's masters because
he is the master.
That's what I'm saying. He bought the share for the Beatles. So the Beatles, he was getting cut from the Beatles. So
that's what he bought from Eminem. My bad to cut you off.
Yeah.
He had bought Eminem's master so he can get paid every time that song played.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if he owned the Beatles, just imagine how many other people's masters he owned. You get me? Because Michael Jackson was rich, nigga, wealthy. We're not even gonna call him rich. We're gonna call him wealthy.
Wealthy.
So if he owned the Beatles masters, just imagine how many other people's masters he owned. Like, you get me? So I just think when he was too powerful and people want to buy their shares back, and Michael's not gonna let that happen. All right, yeah, but he touched so-and-so. Now, when you're in the public sector, and it's like when one person says something, and another person says something, another person says something, now it's just gonna stick with
From
you.
what I know,
I don't think he touched anybody.
But like I was saying, from my knowledge, dude, I know that he paid. Didn't he pay like thousands or millions of dollars for him not to touch jail, or to step a foot in jail, or to be all this, or for all his cases,
Something like
or
that.
something like that.
What happened?
When you give up that much money, even though you're fucking wealthy and it's not gonna hurt you,
Right.
but when you pay that much money, you know,
What?
I make that kind of makes me think like, oh, like if you really didn't do any of that, you're gonna fight the case, you know.
For what?
Huh?
For what? What did he do?
Oh,
What are you talking about?
Oh.
'Cause I was reading a message.
oh, because from what I know from a couple documentaries that I watched on it, Michael Jackson paid so he wouldn't step a foot in jail.
I don't think that happened. Because you can't pay your way out of jail, my nigga.
Well, I don't know.
You paid to settle
Or he
out of court.
bailed himself out.
No, you paid.
Settle out of court.
But Michael was never in jail, my nigga. At least from
That's
what
what
I
I'm
know.
saying.
So what I think that he settled out of court, which means this case is over. So what I think that's the right thing to do, only because there was a Vlad interview that I was watching, and the dude that he interviewed had a picture of his kid in like tidy whities, like some underwear. So I guess the dude told Vlad and was like, yo, like they told me that to give him this picture and say that Michael Jackson molested my kid, and they'll pay me, I think it was like $100,000 or something. So I was like, I just wasn't gonna do it because I know Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was a good dude. So just think about how many people fell into that trap. Like, hey, just say this and we'll pay you. So it's like, come on, my dude. Like, you get me? So I just think Michael Jackson was a stand-up dude. So I don't think he went that low to touch anybody. If he did, that's fucked up. But
Yeah,
shit.
it is, man. But I mean, we won't know until we die. Because if we go up there, he's
I'm gonna ask Michael Jackson for sure. I'm gonna be like,
hey, you ever touch?
He
Well, the thing is,
moonwalking and shit.
well, I believe if you touch kids, you're going to hell. So,
Nigga, I think you do anything stupid, you gonna do it.
well, then all three of us are going to hell then. Sorry.
Hey, nigga, you could go yourself.
Nigga, you go yourself. Then I ain't saying not a
I
goddamn.
know. You want me to go back on the jokes? Oh, I'll expose the damn text.
Which
The
one?
He
jokes,
ain't
the
do
jokes.
shit. The fuck?
Which
Or
one?
your fucking
Huh?
raw dog
Which
and
one?
and shit.
And raw
Right.
Okay, raw sex is not a sin.
Nigga, sex before marriage is.
Okay, I guess we're all going to hell then.
I'm a virgin.
Get the
Nigga, you get the fuck out. All right, now you pushing it.
I'm gonna be like, God.
Usually I'll back you up, but
Bro, if I'm getting sent to hell and he's not, like, all right, God, look at
Ain't
this
no way.
shit right
Hey,
here.
look at this shit,
Look at
right?
this shit right
We gonna
here.
go from episode 1 to 10 right now.
Oh, y'all about to put them transcripts in
Hell
the...
yeah! That's how petty I am.
Bro,
Y'all giving
and bro,
Jesus them transcripts?
bro, and Champ got the fucking time tickets. Oh, yo.
Oh yeah.
We,
Man,
yeah,
I
y'all
really want the
dirty.
timestamps.
Just let my maker let me into the gates of heaven.
Nah,
Man.
Hell no.
baby. I can't get in.
Y'all
That
petty.
motherfucker can't get in.
Y'all petty.
This, like I
Yeah,
said,
y'all
Ain't no
petty.
way.
there ain't no way you're making it to heaven before I do.
Y'all petty, bro. Y'all for real
Right.
Is
petty.
that we collectively go together, or we awesome, doubtful motherfuckers?
And like I said, we can't fucking say we never said shit because look, it's all on fucking camera,
Document it.
documented. Unless YouTube takes it down, but that's hopefully not.
I'm gonna strike it shit.
No, don't strike it down.
I would strike it right before I die, man. I'll be on my deathbed, and on my last wish, that shit gonna say, delete Champ's account and all the contacts.
Shit, Shan gonna have all the fucking all the videos.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, for the most
Them
part,
shits are in the vault, my boy.
hell yeah.
Oh, you gonna delete me?
Or,
Oh, that's what you gonna do?
I'm gonna be the only one that has the fucking the passwords. I'm like the password is.
Damn.
Y'all niggas go ahead and find this shit out now, and I'm gonna be going up to heaven. Fuckers.
Look at these motherfuckers right here.
These niggas is crying over the passwords. Hell no, we going to hell straight together, bro. Fuck that.
So y'all petty.
Hell yeah, we
What
are.
the fuck? You ain't making it to the gates of heaven before I do. You want to see you say you want to see the Savior? Shit, you will.
You gonna be the motherfucker that's
Not even
cutting
bringing
the
in my
grass.
transcripts.
Shit, you gonna be the motherfucker that's cutting the grass, motherfucker.
He gonna be outside.
Nigga, we gonna be the one nigga cleaning the gates. Like we ain't gonna go in all the way, but we like outside. Like we, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
It's what it is, man.
Yeah, man.
It sucks, man.
For the most part, those were the topics that we had today. A little controversial today. So now we ain't got no sex ed today. Now we ain't got no fucking interesting topics. But it was only right to do only because we wrapping up Black History Month. So it was important to touch on. You give me topics that minority. I'm not gonna say just the black community because we talking minority communities in general. Yeah. So I think the topics that we talked about today were really impactful for what's going on in the world, what's going on in the country. So yeah, a little controversial, but fuck it, we here to.
Well, that's what we're here for, bro. That's what we're here for.
If you offended, fuck you.
Pretty much.
Bless your heart, bro. You gonna get knowledge.
I'm praying for y'all.
We're gonna want some knowledge in their ass one day.
Yeah, one day.
Yeah, because I mean, my thing is, I have no problem with people just giving me their side of the story. You mean,
yeah. I
disagree with what you said about this and what you. Oh yeah, I mean, I respect your opinion. You respect mine. That's how I like to argue. Yeah, I don't like getting personal and shit like that. But when people start getting ignorant and shit, bro, fuck you.
No,
I ain't about to sit here and entertain ignorance.
No, and also I'm all for people speaking their mind and shit. But when you use your freedom of speech to spread hate and just back on people, yeah.
Well, freedom of speech comes with a limit, my man.
Yeah,
freedom of speech.
Like, you have freedom of speech, but you can't just go walk into your job and say, fuck my manager, because you're stupid, I don't get fired. Yeah, you can't say, oh, yeah, that's my freedom of speech. No, there's limits to that. You get me? So you can't walk out here and just say, oh, I'm free to say whatever the fuck I want to say. Yeah, you're free.
True,
but you also free to get punched in the motherfucking mouth.
Yeah.
So, yeah, play that game if you want to. But yeah, for the most part, if you disagree with anything I had to say or anything that we had to say, tap in with me. We can have a long discussion about it, which I ain't going to entertain too much. Yeah. Probably give y'all delivered and read.
And if y'all come to my fucking DMs telling me that shit, I'm going to send y'all right to Ann, bro, because I have no time to waste from nobody.
I'll leave y'all delivered.
Yeah, pretty much.
Leave y'all delivered, if not blocked.
You're not blocked, but like I said, bro, I appreciate everybody who watches us, man. You know, like I said, 10th episode. We on, man.
Some of them didn't think we was gonna make it to 10, but we made it.
We made it, man. Yeah. We made it, and then we just about to get better, man. I'm telling you. Yep. Keep watching, keep supporting. You know, we're gonna try to keep making up more content. From next Wednesday, if it's not too late, we're gonna talk about. We have the Canelo fight coming on tomorrow night.
Canelo better watch this nigga.
Canelo's mandatory for the WBC defendant.
He better watch that nigga. If Canelo doesn't get Tyson Fury, nigga, he walking through everybody. Pretty much. Give this nigga a fighter that we know can stand a chance, because ain't nobody can beat Canelo at this point besides the older Charlo.
No, hell no.
Charlo will walk through that nigga.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would.
No, he wouldn't.
Yo, I got $500 on.
I got a grand. I got a grand. I got a grand that fucking Canelo will mop the floor with Charlo.
Nah.
I don't know about that, bro.
Yeah, Charlo is like...
He'll go the distance.
Yeah, Charlo's like an older Mayweather with some real power. I mean, like a taller Mayweather. Taller Mayweather with some power.
Taller, yeah.
And he's athletic. Yeah, I think he'll walk through Canelo. Because he ain't going to let him get comfortable on the ropes. Because he's going to wait for that counter punch. Yeah, Charlo going to be quick enough to get the fuck out of the way.
Who's the better fighter, though?
Mayweather.
No, I'm talking about Charlo and Canelo.
Oh, Canelo, for sure. But it's like, if you ask me who has a chance to beat Canelo, I'm saying go over Charlo. Because he has the athletic ability, he has the power, and he has the speed.
You want me to tell you who has the bigger chance of beating Canelo, but the only reason I don't think he'll stand a chance is because
they probably either too small or too big.
No, too small.
Yeah.
Bud Crawford.
He will fucking destroy Crawford. Bro, yeah. Crawford is like the size of his arm, nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah. But Crawford and Spence, though. That is going to be a fight of the year.
I got Crawford. But I don't see it happening, though.
I got Spence, though. Nigga, that has to happen.
It has to happen.
That's a fight for the fans. Like give the fans what they want, bro. We wanted Maypac, so it waited like 5 fucking years to happen. But if it's Spence and Bud, give us that within the next year, 2 years before they get old.
I think now. Yeah, I think now.
Now would be the perfect time. Nigga, we in March. We about to touch March.
Errol Spence is what, 25, 26?
Yeah. Coming off of fucking
and Bud Crawford and Bud Crawford, but he didn't really break anything. So.
No, he didn't break anything, but it's an accident he had to take some time off from boxing for.
Yeah.
So,
but
more sports topics coming in next
Crawford, though, man.
Next episode. So tune in.
Now this time, though, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Everybody tuned in, man, and we appreciate y'all. Hopefully soon we got a camera, so we don't be doing lives no more. We're gonna actually start posting videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're gonna start working on that. We got some designs in the
bag.
We
just need 2 more mics and then we in the game.
Yeah. And a laptop.
I should probably.
Or no, actually the camera. The camera.
Yeah, the camera.
But
yeah.
Other from that, man.
Big moves coming.
Other from that, man, we gone.
We gone.
Love y'all. See
Y'all
y'all
tune in next
Wednesday.
episode.
get it Wednesday. Wednesday.
All right. See y'all Wednesday. Give us topics. Y'all got 5 days till now. So
And I already got enough backed up topics. So I mean, y'all send us good topics, and we gonna put yours and other people already
put those in
sent.
myself, man.
Oh, this nigga just said Bobby.
all right, we go.
Get it, man.
All right, let's go.